and the players themselves. Welcome back after our break. So, 2 weeks ago when we left off, or about 15 seconds ago in game time, uh, we left off with our intrepid heroes trying to get a night's rest after a very trying couple of hours into days. Everybody else is currently asleep. Leonides, on the other hand, is currently about to die. So here's the situation. Leonides, you're coughing up blood, and you have a punctured lung, so it is very hard to try to yell for help.
Hmm.
Uh, you cannot see the feature. You can make out the general shape, but you can't see features of the person that's stabbing you for a couple reasons. One, your vision is very blurred from the agony that your brain is currently experiencing as you're going cross-eyed and dizzy and everything else from blood loss.
Yeah.
Also, pathetic regular human.
Yeah.
You don't have any dark vision. But in this case, it probably wouldn't help much anyway because your vision is also quite blurred. So you can just barely make out a shape from a bit of moonlight coming through, but you're between your bad eyesight in the dark and your sleepy meets dying self. It's very hard to see. So you do, however, manage to choke up a slight amount of a gasp as he or she rips the pike out of your chest. And you can make out enough of an outline to see they're raising it to drive it into you again.
Should I make a roll to like dodge or something? Or
Do we
can I,
hear
like...
this?
You do not need to roll.
Hmm.
So as it's raised and and your eyes start to flicker closed as you begrudgingly accept that you cannot call for help. The rest of you wake up simultaneously from a large echo of what you would now know from tonight's conversations is a gunshot.
Oh.
What?
Oh, I'm up.
Oh.
I'm getting out of here.
Figures you would.
I didn't mean like out.
Yeah, are we free to move around?
Yes, absolutely. And Lee
What was
needs
the gunshot?
Well, it would be real loud, right? So I guess it would. I would definitely.
Is everybody okay?
You, as you're struggling to keep yourself conscious and breathing, you hear glass breaking to your right, and your eyes flicker back open enough to make out somebody, probably the person that was standing over you, as they have now started to try to take off into the darkness. Somebody just received some very bad news.
Oh, yes.
Oh, nice.
Bad news for them, good news for me.
Oh, Robo, move your little token out.
Robo's a heavy sleeper.
Yeah. Robo doesn't wake up.
Would I be able to...
I can move it.
I'd want to ask, why are they escaping? Am I able to put anything together, or am I too...
Because they were probably shot.
Yeah, most likely.
I imagine they're running in fear. Robo, have you left your cabin?
Yeah, Robo, have you left your little cabin?
I'm trying to move it, but it won't let me.
Want me to move it for you?
Yeah, I mean, someone else could. In that case, then, Zen, after hearing a gunshot, would very much go door to door, making sure, like, everyone's, like, okay. He just, like, kind of, like, go down the line.
Yeah, same here. Probably.
And I'm going to assume, eventually end up at Leonid's door.
Yeah. The healing power.
And I'd probably ask, what the hell was that loud sound?
That's a good question.
I'm wondering, oh my god, I'm gonna
sound like
die
an explosion.
Lay with her.
Yes.
Yeah, where's Leo, guys?
Is everyone okay?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, and he probably is down at the tavern getting drunk.
I'm listening for noises.
Damn, man, your character moved hella far. All right, well, I'm gonna go.
I'm
there
telling you, he's up and spry. He ain't
Yeah.
waiting for nothing.
Yeah, let's.
Here's a
move
gunshot. I'm
Robo.
moving.
There you are, Robo. We moved you over here too.
Zen, that's a explosion. He doesn't know what a gun is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a medic.
I might heal.
I don't think they've entered the room.
Well,
yet.
I don't think you've entered the room.
Oh
yet,
wait,
so-
Yeah,
oh
you
wait,
should enter the
Leonid,
room.
Leonid, would you lock your door?
No, I did not say anything
Ah,
about locking my
son
door.
of a
You guys left me in there.
bitch.
No, he
Oh,
didn't.
you're
Right.
locked.
Damn
You
it.
can still ram it if you want. I know you want to ram it.
I really wanted to kick the door down.
I can break
Appears
it, or I
as though
can
I'm-
pick lock.
It appears
It's
as
not
though I'm going
locked.
to need to borrow for my eventual playlist. I'm going to need to borrow episode 5 from Mina as well because my computer decided it doesn't want internet tonight.
Oh.
No problem.
So I will obviously I can run from my phone, but I can't actually run a stream from it properly. So
This is a recording. Yeah.
Pre-recorded Paul.
Pre-recorded Paul, yes.
Only
Tell us
thing is-
all your secrets.
So as I
to-
was starting to say, what do the rest of you want to do?
Okay, let's get in there. How do we
Yeah,
get
Zen
in?
would.
Immediately.
Assuming the
Yeah.
door doesn't need to be kicked down, which he would very much hope to, but if not, he'd just walk in.
Yeah.
The door is very much not locked.
Ah, damn.
Is it closed?
Only if it's closed, but he's not going to unnecessarily kick a door down.
It is it is not closed.
Oh,
Ah, well.
sorry, Zen.
Wow, really just ruining my door kicking.
All right, so we're gonna go in. If it's
You gonna
open,
go
then-
in?
No,
Give me a
Zen's just
perception
going to
check.
walk in very cautiously.
Which one?
Everyone who's entering the room, give me a perception check.
Oh. Okay.
Advantage or disadvantage with dark vision, or none at all?
Just normal.
Just normal? Alright.
All right. Do you want me to roll 2?
Oh, no,
no,
not
'cause
you.
Oh, okay.
You're basically
won't-
in death's door.
I don't have the
It wouldn't
time
be.
to pay
Well,
attention.
it's more so that you're laying in the bed, so you would be able to see it from that angle.
22.
17. Jesus. Oh my.
Oh, the little dice thing isn't working.
Got a 17.
Oh,
So 22.
I can't see my dice.
So
You guys got
Yeah.
this.
yeah, both of you easily spot it. The door probably was closed and/or locked at one point. But there is now a blood trail leading from Leonid's bed out the door to to the window in the hallway at the bottom, below the door.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I'm assuming one of the guys that are in it would see that.
Yeah, we
Zen would,
saw it.
I'm assuming we can see Leonid's bleeding everywhere.
I just
I
assume
assume
probably
so.
going, blood,
Probably would
Uh,
want
blood,
to tend
my
to him.
blood.
Zen would just say, Amaya, help Leonid.
Yeah,
And
I got you.
Zen is going to go check out the window.
So you can see that from the window. You can see that the post that's in front of that window that looks like a banner is in fact actually a banner for this purpose. And you can see blood trail sliding down it as if somebody scaled it to get away.
How fresh? Just like very fresh?
Like 30 seconds old.
Alright. My friend the owl would love to go look for them and follow the trail.
Okay.
And I'll
Please
cast
out of that.
Cure Wounds at 2nd level for 19 HP.
Damn!
Wow, look at
That's
that.
not what we want.
And that's why
Wait.
if you're committed to being a traditional healer style cleric, you pick life cleric.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
Cleric's the best clerc.
All right. So did I get healed
Life-
for 20
well,
or
life-
19 then?
19, yeah.
Yes. Life cleric's the best healer cleric.
Mhm.
Good choice, underpaid.
So give me a perception check for the bird.
And I think it naturally has advantage. I'm pretty sure. It's an owl. Yoink. Yeah, either way, my first roll is better. 20, a dirty 20.
Yeah, you can see that the blood trail continues down at the bottom and goes off somewhere in the vicinity of the city proper.
All right.
You can see you can sort of see a general direction, but since we don't have a city scale map for me to compare it to, it doesn't really matter. You just know which
Yeah.
direction it is.
I'll note it down somewhere. Probably irrelevant, but yeah. All right.
I'm assuming
That'll be it for me
All
then.
right. I would.
Leonid is probably now staring at Amaya at this point, just wondering, oh my god, I almost died. I almost just died again.
Oh, you
Oh my
good?
god,
What happened?
I remember I was about to have I don't know, my head started going to a weird place while I was sleeping. I felt something, and then I felt some pressure in my chest. Then I woke up bleeding everywhere. Someone had looked like a long pull weapon, like a pike in my chest. That's but the assailant seems to be gone now. What happened? I know I was the one in the room, but what happened?
I mean,
did one?
we just heard a loud sound and all woke up. You were the only one
heard-
that didn't come out of your room, so we came in here and
Yeah, I heard the loud sound too, but then I saw the assailant have to back off. I don't know.
well, it's lucky that went off when it did.
I'd assume would I want to get out of bed at this point?
Well, it's up to you. You certainly are healed enough to do so. I mean,
Yep.
it still hurt, lingering internal injuries a bit, but you're not like in danger. It's just sore.
Yeah, I'm probably up now, leaning against the wall here.
Well, it's good to see you're okay, but Zen, what did you find with your owl?
Nothing useful. Just a general direction of where they went, and nothing that really can be done very well with. I'm sure I can tell Galdas the direction. Maybe he can use his men to hunt whoever did this.
Or we could, if they're injured, we can maybe ourselves hunt them down ourselves. If they're hurt and bleeding, they're not going to be able to get that far that quick.
For someone who broke into a place like this,
I don't.
I bet you they heal themselves real quick and they'll be right as rain, and by the time we would ever find them.
Interesting. I think we should.
Is
go
Galdas anywhere around, by the way? Did he come up to the sound of the gun or anything like that?
Yes, Galdus is standing in the doorway now, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go talk to him.
He's literally, you don't have to go anywhere. He's literally standing in the doorway of the room you're in.
Leonid's door. Oh, yes.
Can I get a
Galdas,
good
what
look at my savior? Or
what
if
what
he did?
happened?
I have no idea. I heard someone fire out, one of the snipers fire, and came to try to figure out why.
I was
That's what that was.
Someone assaulted me with some sort of long pole axe or something, and then I heard a boom or something, and they stumbled back from a window and left.
Are you sure it wasn't a dream?
Oh.
The blood would say otherwise.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I don't know. Maybe this taste of blood in my mouth might be just my imagination.
You just hear Galdus go. No, that blood smell is definitely fresh and real.
And look at the wound. It's pretty,
I can
pretty
tell.
bad.
I can tell you what the boom was. The boom is what saved your life.
Interesting.
Seems like it.
Well, the person who shot the sniper, you claim, why are they not here to maybe give up an update to perhaps where this individual go? There is a blood trail Zen found. Maybe we could go hunt them down quickly.
This is bad news.
There will be time for that. I will talk to my people in the morning. You all need to get some sleep. One of you is still at least one of you is still partially injured, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
how safe is it going to be? No disrespect.
You'll be fine. I've made a call.
No, okay. I am tired.
I don't want to
I
go
want
back
to
to
sleep
sleep.
in the archery room.
Leonides, may I ask, do you know anyone who would do something like this? I know you have your enemies, but
Yes.
anyone specific, well trained?
Oh, no one
Many windows.
specific. No one specifically comes to mind, but if anything, I'd have to assume it's a grunt of the people I was telling you about last night. I wouldn't put it past
Caldas,
them.
I have a question for you if we may speak in private.
Yes, we can definitely do that. The rest of you, go finish your rests. You'll need them for tomorrow.
All right. And Leonese, before we go to sleep, I just want to say one thing. I think it's time you come a little bit more straightforward. You've almost died. You kind of putting us at a bad position. I think in the morning you need to start spilling the beans because all this vague stuff is definitely not helping the group.
We're all in danger.
Well, it seems more him than us. None of us got a pike in the middle of our gut, which is good.
Yet.
Well,
None of you got a pike in the gut yet.
yes.
Yeah,
There you go. Was this my room down here? I think yeah.
I think that
Does
was
not
my
matter.
place.
You
Doesn't
are-
matter.
We are moving you elsewhere.
So we do get a long rest, right, for our characters?
Eventually, yes.
All right.
Yes, he puts you down in the basement instead. There's no windows, only one entrance, and he has guards at the door, physically at the door now.
Perfect.
Alright,
And you are able to get a long rest.
Me.
Do that.
Or all of us.
In the morning, very, very early. Basically, you've had just enough time pass to be credited for your long rest, so it's like dawn.
Alright, so we
You
do
are
long rest
all-
for our characters?
All right.
Yes.
Right.
You are all awakened by the thunderous sound of what sounds like a door being just not actually broken down, but close to it on the main floor.
Oh,
What was that?
did you guys hear that?
I heard
I
that.
certainly did.
Are the guards still posted at the door?
Yes.
Zen probably still wearing his armor. He probably would have slept with it after what happened.
Depends what kind of armor you're wearing.
Chain.
If you slept in chainmail, you would not get the benefits of a long rest. You cannot sleep in armor.
Oh shoot.
Okay, fine. I guess I'm not wearing armor.
I
Zen would
mean,
just
you
grab his sword and shield.
You can put your armor on. It only takes a couple minutes.
That's but like,
but
yeah,
it's
fine.
1
We'll take a
minute.
couple of minutes and let everyone die upstairs.
I'm heading up. Well, I don't know.
All you've heard so far is a banging on the door.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll put my armor on.
Fine.
I go to the
Feeling
entrance to right outside the entrance of my room. Robo, where do you
You're
want to
not-
put your
You're not
character?
in
We're
the
in the
room. You guys
basement.
were,
No, we're in the
you
basement.
guys were
This
moved down
isn't.
to the basement.
Oh, okay. no.
Yeah, that's the map basement.
And there are two guards standing there that are just sort of shaking their heads, palms for face palming.
Are we
what
able?
is the,
Nice.
what is
Can
the
they
issue?
hear us? Do they see us?
Now that you,
Okay.
as soon as you open the door, they're actually about to knock. One of them's literally got a hand up like he was about to knock.
Oh,
You
okay.
have visitors upstairs.
Oh,
What happened?
They sound pleasant.
yeah.
Oh, for you. Well, so from what I heard from the yelling, it sounds like they're perfectly pleasant for you.
Okay, Lowell, let's go see our.
You do hear shouting now as well that the door is open.
Oh
Just-
shit!
let's
I
go.
think this is gonna be fun,
Guess
guys.
so. Just go
Sounds like a
upstairs.
female voice shouting.
Uh-oh.
Is it?
Hey,
Okay.
Leonides, look at that.
As you start to make your way up the staircase, I assume you're all going.
yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Might
As
as
you
well.
start to make your way up the stairs, you can make out more and more of the actual what's being said, and it is something to the rough effect. Even allowing that we curse on these streams, it's still a bit much. Those who you hear in a mix of common and elvish,
Mm.
a lot of swearing and where the fuck is Leonides?
Oh. Wait, I have a second language in Elvish. Would
Me
it really
too.
matter of
Yeah.
if I tried to see?
Oh no, that just means you can hear everything.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So I know everything you're saying, and I don't know.
Me too.
Should I be the first one to exit, or should I have like a nice human shield in front, or a nice living shield in front of me?
I can go in front.
The further up you go, the more you can make. All of you can make out, and most of it is common. Just the
Yeah.
occasional swear that's in Elvish.
Mhm.
And the general gist of it is, where the fuck is Leonides? How could you guys not properly protect him?
Oh,
Okay, so I think we should
Okay.
go there, right?
I think I am qualified to go
You
up.
should, yeah. You should probably go first.
Oh, yeah.
So, as you break through, not break through, obviously, open the top stair door. The shouting immediately stops and a head turns to you. And Lucinda runs over and tackle hugs you.
Oh yes.
And then she slaps you in the face and goes, "What the hell are you doing getting yourself almost killed again?"
Look, I just went to sleep for a few hours, and I woke up with a pike in my chest. And
Things happen.
I think I almost
It's
had a
very
weird
true.
dream. But I forget most of it.
Do not sit down, all of you, now.
Okay.
I don't want to hear another word from any of you. Park it.
Zen would very politely stand.
I would
Leany's
just
sit down, knowing
immediately
that
sit
he's not in
down.
his place right now to say anything.
Yeah, I would immediately sit down.
She just looks over at you with the look of a mother, or maybe a lover about to kill.
Mm-mm.
Very politely sit down.
Now, she looks at Leonides. She goes, first she looks at Melphis and goes, "We'll still have our talk. Put a pin in it." Then she turns to Melphis and goes, "Do not make me ask him. You know who I mean. What the hell happened and why?"
Oh, she looked at me and asked.
No, she looked at you and said, "Put a pin in it. We'll have our
Oh.
conversation. I promised you."
Oh, okay.
Then she turned to Leonides and went, "Do not make me go upstairs, go home and ask him what the hell happened and why."
Alright. Look, I don't know who exactly. So basically, I woke up with a pike in my chest, and I wasn't able to make out who did it, but I have a few guesses on who. No one specific, more so groups. Until I heard some sort of boom, they stumbled away and they got out.
Could you make out any physical details at all? Approximate size, race, anything?
I can make out the shape. And would Leonese be able to recall like how exactly big the person was? I don't know if you specified last
They
time.
looked quite large, and from the general shape of the features that you can make out, probably reptilian.
They looked large,
Ooh.
little reptilian scale. I don't know. Maybe I think I might have saw a scale or a tail or something. Oh no!
Fucking knew it.
Knew what?
Fucking knew it. It's that goddamn traitor Ventar.
Oh,
Oh, Ventar.
Ventar.
We don't. We don't.
Traitor?
we
No,
don't
that's
want
what
we
it
don't
is.
want to mess with him.
Wait, is it out of character? That's the guy. Like Zen
That's
was like
Melphis'
threatening.
one-shot character.
That's
That's
Oh,
my
one
one-shot
shot.
character,
Oh,
which was weird because he's very
Uh-oh.
loyal. So, let's see what happened in the last 15 years.
I knew it. I knew
Poetic
it in my
justice.
bones.
Who's Ventar?
Soon
Ventar.
he's a
Who's that?
traitor to the outfit you've been taking asylum in.
A character question. As of someone who has partaked in this whole community, would I know Ventar as a traitor?
No,
Okay, so I
this
imagine
is the
I'd be
first you've
confused.
heard
By
of it.
Yeah, okay.
You are utterly confused, and get the sense that whatever this discussion is related to either involves info that you can't recall or info that higher ups in your organization may have kept on the down low.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hard to keep people loyal if they find out there's traitors.
Yeah.
Well, he will not be pleased, but at least now we know for sure. In the meantime, we will. Well, I say we. He's going to let me handle this one personally. We will see to it that revenge is dealt with.
I'm sorry, but Ventar, a traitor, that's not something that I usually think of him as.
There are many things you don't know.
And I would hate to be in the dark.
You'll have to talk to the green fellow about that.
I guess I will.
It was his decision to keep it under wraps, not mine.
I guess I will have to speak to him then.
And Leonese, why does this Ventar character hate you so much?
I
He
don't know
doesn't.
why.
He doesn't.
I know it.
Whoa.
I have
He's a traitor to the organization of the Crimson Wolves, taking renegade work from someone else.
Oh, interesting.
Do you know which company?
I have a pretty good idea, and so do
So,
you.
yeah, they're still after me. Then it's pretty
They've
obvious.
never stopped. They've never stopped being after you.
Yeah.
That sounds like it's going to be one hell of a ride.
He just made sure up until now that they couldn't find you, but you sort of stumbled your way back into their crosshairs.
I can only ask why. They already did so much to me. What, am I a witness? Is it because... Well, actually, I can probably guess why.
It sounds like you're a loose end, Leonese, so...
Yeah, that's what a lot of people would probably think about me.
Have you ever thought about maybe perhaps going to a different town, different continent to get out of here so that way you don't have people? It sounds like you're kind of staying close to the fire. It might be a good idea to just leave.
Do you really think he's safe anywhere?
You can... Let me just tell you
Well,
something
a
about
different
this.
continent, he might be safe.
You can't
You know,
extinguish
there's
a fire you aren't close to.
It'll be the same story.
Maybe. There's also universes you could travel to. There's that.
True. Other planes?
Yeah, why don't you go to a different plane of existence, Leonese, and have fun?
Do you not listen to what I said, Drow? I said that you can't extinguish a fire you aren't close to.
You want to end it. Okay.
I don't...
That's
I
your
will-
grave.
They don't want. He wants them to not end him.
Well,
Yes.
We will arrange all of that as it comes. For the moment, two things need to happen. The rest of you need to have breakfast, and Leonides, you need to come with me.
Oh,
fucking Leonese.
sure.
What are you two gonna do, by the way? May I ask, Mother?
Nothing a child wants to know about.
Oh, I don't like that answer.
Leonese,
Leonese, you better keep your paws off her.
you're...
He won't.
Leonese would probably be having like a sort of cocky
Not if
sort
it,
of...
let me rephrase that. If he wants to keep his paws, they better not be off.
Oh shit!
At this point, Leonese probably has the most combination of cocky and also scared shitless like look on his face right now. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's time, but also, oh my god, this woman's gonna kill me.
Nice.
Well, Mother, good
I
luck
will
with
bring bring your ally back to you in one piece. That'll be it's about 7 a.m. You'll have him back by noon.
Damn.
Oh,
And a
stamina.
guy who just literally got a pike in his stomach even lasts that long? That's a general question.
You
There's
want
not
to
any, and
know?
I have business to attend to anyways.
Dear daughter, I am about 400 years old. Do you really want to know how many tricks I know?
Whoa, that's a good conversation piece for next time, I think, Mother.
Good point.
Leanies has the perfect combination of feeling aroused and also terrified.
And
Easy
with
to
that,
come back and
and with
stick a
that, Leonidas' hand is grabbed and they storm off.
Oh no!
Oh,
And Leonidas, you get the distinct impression that this is not going to be a sultry affair. She is looking for a hate bang.
Uh-oh.
True. Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
yikes.
Poor Leonese. He's going to be injured again. Hey,
Yeah, really.
No,
out
you're
of-
gonna get Leanies on 1 health again because she
Bring him
ain't
back from the dead all over.
I'm just gonna leave him.
Go
yeah,
ahead.
one health
Hey,
is
but
good.
at least he's going to die with a smile on his face, right?
I mean, that depends, really.
Oh, that's
Death
true.
by snoo snoo.
Dark elves might be a little bit much for a human. But out of character, though, when is Mina's? You guys saw that cool Tabby video I posted with a mischievous cat. When is Mina's character going to be anything like that? Knocking over potions and stabbing.
Right.
You're
I was
kinda-
already having to be careful about laser pointers.
Laser pointer. But there's no laser pointers in D&D though. Not this D&D, I don't think.
I'm sure you can
I'm
conjure
so.
up some kind of laser pointer
Yeah.
replica.
Really?
There's some kind of magic.
Or just
I
throw
mean, they've
balls.
got, you know, the bad
Little,
Yeah,
guys.
just balls of yarn. That'll do it. Yeah.
balls of yarn, and Mina will be happy for hours.
she's gonna kill me in bed in both connotations.
So the rest of you have the morning. You do get a note that arrives shortly after Lucinda leaves from the noble, saying he would like to meet with all of you when they're done their rendezvous.
Before that all happens, I think Zen has a couple things he would love to do.
Okay.
With first being speak to Kaldas.
Yeah, I think that's important.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can find him easy enough. He's in his office.
The food is
You know where it
important.
is.
Right? That's what's
Yeah, Zen
important.
would probably just knock and say, "Excuse me, Kaldas."
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think we were all of us
How can
already.
how can I help you?
I was informed about the Ventar situation.
Yes, I was hoping to keep that from getting out, but I suppose that was a fruitless endeavor.
Despite having heard of it, I'm still quite ill-informed, and as of knowing who he is, very faintly, but still knowing him, I am curious to know, as he may have nearly killed my friend. What has he done? What is this all about?
He appears to be going into business for himself,
Interesting.
taking jobs that we would not normally take.
Is there a particular reason for that? Besides him almost doing us a favor and getting rid of the rogue.
That's a very strange way to put that.
Well, some of the group doesn't really like him. I'm not
Yeah,
naming
some of
names.
them. Maybe one person in particular.
Maybe
Yeah,
two.
it's a cat.
Oh
She's
wow!
jealous of a fellow rogue.
I have no competition with him.
I know
Do you-
which one of you doesn't like him, and I know why.
Everyone's got their reasons. Do you know why he would have done such a thing? I did not know of him as such a type to be doing such a thing.
I don't know. I believe that the family legacy going to me and not him years ago may have caught up with him. I'm not sure.
Oh, so you're
Interesting.
related. Interesting.
No, but his grandfather was the one that and father were the one that co-launched this place.
Hmm.
Politics. That's why I stay out of them and stick to the nature. It's a lot more pleasing at the end of the day.
Do you know where he could be?
At this time, I do not.
Is there anything else you care to share with us then? Instead of hiding it all, I would love to get all the information out on the table.
If I'm able to find any more information, it will be brought to your attention.
Oh, well,
Interesting.
I'm sure everyone here has to eat, and I have one more thing I must do.
Before we
Then,
go,
yeah.
though, I do have a question. There was a blood trail last night. Did any of your scouts perhaps found a location where Ventar is? Any leads where we might find him? I think we need to take care of this before it gets out of hand.
They found it as soon as possible, but or they followed it as far as they could. But it seems that he was able to bandage himself effectively enough that it stopped after a certain point, and they couldn't follow it anymore.
Yes, I've heard about Dragonborn have high tolerance to pain. Interesting. All right, I have no other questions, good sir.
Well, with that, Zen would walk away.
So would I.
So after that, you are the morning passes, and you are eventually summoned by the noble and others to meet them, and you are led out of town by the person that was sent for by the messenger.
Or me and Lucinda Dunvan.
I can end
Yes,
it.
yes, Leonides and Lucinda are present at this meeting as well.
Did they cuddle?
And
I don't think
no,
I don't think she's a cuddler personally.
Not the cuddler type.
He's not.
He learned the hard way.
so I'm just exporting the next map you need, because I need to relaunch Owlbear for you guys because my internet crapped out, so you can't see the map anymore. So I'm posting one from my phone, but we were about to change maps anyway, so that's not such a bad thing. So they summoned you probably 2-3 miles outside of town, and you are okay. Paste. That should take you to the current map, which hopefully, Robo, you'll stop getting that notification for.
Let me refresh.
You might need to use the actual different link too, because I made it from a different device.
Oh, you did. All right, let me check.
Yeah.
Ah, all right.
You're brought to this very bare-looking ruin of a place, and everyone's gathered.
Are there bears?
No.
Darn.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
How scarred for life is Leonides? I'm assuming Lucinda was probably horrifying in bed still.
You're somewhere between terrified and addicted.
Oh no! We're gonna have to make this more often, Melfist. You're gonna have to get closer to your mother.
Jesus.
Terrified
So
and addicted.
you're brought to this
That's good.
ruin in the middle of the desert, and the noble goes, Leonides, I feel you've done a pretty good job thus far of paying off your debts as desired.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way.
And for the rest of you, I see promise in your futures. And I mean, as you can tell from on a larger scale, the wolves, all good adventuring mercenary companies, adventuring guilds, whatever you want to call yourselves, need a home. So I have this plot of land that unfortunately took some damage, quite a lot of damage, as you can see. But I'm going to offer it to you. And all you need, instead of repaying debts when you take jobs from me, I will pay you in help rebuilding this place.
Interesting.
It's an
A
interesting
place of
form of
our own.
payment, but I'm not going to argue. You've done a lot for me in explaining why I've got racked up the debt with you, so I can only be grateful for your decision in this.
Now, as you can see, there's very little left. Some of this I actually had to do a quick patch rebuilding just to show you where the original layout was. However, we do not have to rebuild it exactly as it was. As being that there's very little left, one good thing about that is the workers can easily reposition things. I have some ideas about a layout I think would be suitable for a group your size and for your needs. If you want to design something yourselves, feel free. But I do have some blueprints in mind if you just are happy with whatever we want to help you put together. It will be quite an astounding place when it's finished. And he pulls out the blueprints and lays them on sort of like a pile of rubble that's relatively flat.
Relatively.
And there's 3 floors that he has in mind for this place. And there are the upper floors where all of your bedrooms will be. Good size. Basically, all of them will be the size of a good sized master bedroom in a normal house. With your own individual, bathing chambers and the like. The main floor will be outfitted for both accepting guests and also for protection, as you are, sellswords. And the basement will be where all of your food and drink and supplies will be kept if you use the design he's planning. It can be changed as you like, but I had something prepared. In the meantime, though,
Like it.
excellent. So we will begin with that. In the meantime, I do have a task for you. Don't worry too yourselves with the Ventar. For the moment, we still have to track him before any of us can do anything about that. I need you to meet a contact of mine that is interested in acquiring some. He's interested in discovering. Well, actually, he's been interested in having you try to find a location for him that he thinks he knows where it is. But it is too dangerous for one man to go alone. So he would like to hire you to go find it for him.
Oh, okay.
Who is this contact?
He's a man by the name of Zanjar. And I will spell that for you.
I'm assuming that name doesn't ring a bell.
No.
Quick question about this character here. Is he going to provide us all the details, or are you going to do that for us now?
He will provide more details when you meet with him.
All right, all right. One's getting used to this vague information, but hey, it might be interesting.
For the time being, I just mostly wanted to show you around the grounds. And he shows you a sort of geographic
like a slightly larger scale map showing basically what would be owned by you guys when you take it over. You're gonna have about a 20 acres of land.
20 acres.
Is that including? Is that including or excluding the amount of space the house itself takes up?
Well, probably wouldn't include, I would assume.
Yeah.
It would include it, so you'll have. Because he's planning to mostly build. He's planning to build it decently wide, but a lot vertical.
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
probably about 19.5 acres.
That much acres. Leanies
I
would
hope,
have like kind of a slightly dreamful look.
Maybe we'll have room, guys, for a library where we could store a lot of the relics and artifacts we find on our adventures and gain more knowledge. I would love that.
Now
I'm
you're
not-
thinking. Now you're
Um,
thinking like someone who wants to do this for a living.
Oh, the venturing's fun and all, but my grand scheme is to meet new people, gain knowledge. I mean, look at the cheeky characters I've already met.
I'm more of a, live what's off my back. The house is, or residence of, or what would you call it? Headquarters? Seems interesting, but not really my fancy.
I don't know, guys. I like the idea of having a huge building that we could all reside in.
Huge. I
Seems
mean,
unnecessary.
Well, we
Not
You-
as
want to
well,
be
3 stories.
comfortable.
well, huge.
Huge.
Leonese here, he's compensating for something, right, Mother?
You should be so lucky as to spend more is to find out.
Oh, okay. I'm more interested in Leo now.
Really? I was expecting much higher standards from a feline, but each their own.
Can I just ask out of character? Is this little ruins area in like a deserty landscape?
Yes,
I mean, isn't everything here pretty deserty?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is, sand,
in this specific region, yes.
Yeah.
is there any
Oh,
fertile
okay.
land?
yeah, that's the thing I was going to ask you, Paul, out of character. Are druids usually they are able to kind of grow grass or kind of terraform? Do they do that in D&D or no?
I mean, you're not exactly, but
Okay, then never mind. I won't make a comment. I was going to say something like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll be making this place a lot more greener by the time I'm done with it." But if that's not a thing, then nah, I'm not going to say it. Because usually, like in a lot of RPGs, druids are in touch with nature and they can restore land, heal land, and stuff like that. So I guess these druids can't.
I mean, see, there's magic and stuff that eventually will do that, but right now it's more to do with like at your level, you wouldn't be able to do tons like that. But
Oh, okay, cool, good to know.
but in general, yes, there are ways you could make this land suitable for farming.
Nice.
Maybe a few, maybe trees, maybe, and nice orchard.
What kind of orchard? Something for your wines?
Just think of it more so as the one to restore a now gone legacy.
Oh, I can respect that. That's the first time I've heard you, Leonese, think of something other besides yourself. I gotta admit, I'm impressed.
Some of the images I'm using because I'm stuck doing it quickly on my phone are not entirely up to date and they're not in token form tonight. They're just going to be squares, but I still want to have the option to put you guys on the map. So,
And besides, out of character too, why is it that Robo and Preceded are so quiet?
Because
Don't
yes.
be shy. Don't be shy, guys. You can contribute to conversations and all that. Actually, I don't even know if Robo's using voice, is he?
I think he
I'm
is.
here.
Yeah.
Ah, what's up, Robo? Don't be shy, buddy. You could add your gnomish intake.
Ah, yes, there's 2 of me on the map now.
Oh, is there?
Yes,
Oh shit!
welcome.
I accidentally put 2 people. I was.
Oh, it's
All of
Overkill.
Maya.
Yeah.
We got 2
Am I right?
life coach now.
So
I
much
do have
healing.
I do have a question for Paul, since probably
Mhm.
Mina and Shadow probably know the question too. The space D&Ds, what is that like? Is it just basically D&D characters in space, or do they have a whole separate class structure?
No, it's pretty much the same.
Oh, okay. It's kind of fascinating. Maybe we could do that one day. But in that thing, I need to use the restroom, so I'll be right back.
All right.
That's fine.
Burn the rest of this place to the ground while he's gone.
It won't take
Where
long.
the hell?
Yeah, not much left. We'll finish it off.
Where did I miss?
Would we be able to also add, like, along with the free floors, like a basement to this headquarters we were planning on?
Well, one of the floors was going to be a basement, but
Oh.
all right. Who the hell did I
Wait, what?
miss?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
to.
put an extra me on in the void.
Yeah, I'm
Oh wait,
fixing
I
that.
am missing.
That's who I'm missing. Okay. Like, I know I didn't put somebody in. I said this was very last minute put together, so some of it does not look like tokens, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I just realized. I wonder if I put. Because weirdly, Amaya still looks like a token, even though I did it the same way as all the other ones.
I just added the yellow outline to mine.
Oh, okay.
Pretty.
Yeah. Obviously, wasn't expecting to run this particular game that I normally stream from my phone, so
Do with what you
was
got, I
not
guess.
quite prepared. But I'd rather, since we have, especially since we have other means for me to get the video later, I'd rather still run it than not. So yeah, while Melphis is getting back from the bathroom, basically, yeah, they're saying, yeah, your debt is considered paid for the most part at this point.
All right, back.
Yeah, your debt is paid. They will now pay you in helping you to build a home for yourselves.
Yeah, I really like
And
that. Thank you.
sometimes they'll still pay you in actual, funds as well, because you still gotta eat.
Yeah.
And they, yeah, basically they're gonna work with Caldas and try to use their various resources to track Ventar. But for now, that's another problem for another day. The meeting with Zanjar is set for sundown, and he will come to meet you at the tavern that you normally go to.
All right.
Is it going to be just Leonie's going, or the rest of us are going to go too?
No, it's a job for all of you.
Oh, okay, cool.
We may never see him again if he goes on his own.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a problem to me. Well,
I mean, I'm curious.
my character's perspective.
Well, you tie yourself to a loose end and you cut it off. What does that make you?
The cure?
No, a new loose end.
No one will be cutting anything off of Leonese.
Oh my.
Yeah, there's probably not much left of him at this point.
It'll recover.
We'll see about that. In the
I don't know.
meantime, Malthus, if you are quite done judging your mother's love life, would you like to have that conversation?
Yes, I would. Thank you.
Do you wish to have it privately or in front of your group? I care not.
Well, I'm kind of tired of the group holding information back, so I don't mind them overhearing. Besides, i- no disrespect, I'm pretty sure what you're going to tell me won't shock them. I hope.
You hope.
Well, that depends on what you'd like to know, I suppose.
I would like to get to know you better as a person, after all. I mean, I only heard the story from my father, and you are, besides that, you are the only drow I've met, so I would love a little bit to know a little bit more about my people besides what I've been told. Unfortunately, I haven't had much time. I came to the big city to learn and get to the libraries, and I met these fine individuals. And
Well,
yeah, I haven't had
at
much
least
time.
at least one of them is fine.
Damn.
Oh,
What
oh,
about
but
me?
But besides that, I would love to get to know you better, and also some of my own the history or some of the what drows are like. I've heard many interesting tales from my clansmen. Some I must admit are interesting, some are not so interesting. But yeah, they call me the furless one. But I would like to know you and our people a little bit better.
All right, well, I'll leave that to you to direct the questions, and I'll try my best to answer them. Uh, as you, oh, here, let me put somebody on. Put a thing here for now. Oh, I can just use the image. I have the image saved on my phone.
Nice.
Need to go through the pictures that I took while I was on my trip. There we go. You. Give put you about there for a
Oh,
moment.
there we go.
Ooh,
Just give
female.
me a moment. Here. There. Kind of on top of you, but that works for a minute because it's sort of a whisper. Just leans in and whispers to you. I didn't forget about you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And basically, in this case, I guess it'd kind of be like a sending stone would be the equivalent in D&D, but essentially makes a call me gesture and walks away. Um,
Oh, hello.
just goes, yes. So what would you like to know?
First and first most is, do you have any siblings? Do I have an uncle, a aunt?
Let me think. Uh, dead. That uncle's dead.
Oh,
That uncle's, yeah, indisposed. You do have one uncle that would be available to meet. Yes.
perhaps we could meet him one day. Are you on? Are you close with with your family?
Well, I keep in touch with with that brother.
Oh,
The other
okay.
the other brother is indisposed, but I visit him when I can.
Indisposed.
Uh, the the brother and sister that are dead were killed by me, so they're not so much.
Oh, ooh. I kind of tell mother that I'm not. You're not the type of person to backstab or piss off. I would say. I like that strong vibe I'm getting from you. But I do want to know is I've been told about how my father found me. He said you were killed, and you asked him to spare me, and he obviously I did. He did. I'm very thankful for that. But from the events, from what I understand, you guys were bandits that had stolen family heirlooms and killed his wife and his cub. And that I just wanted to ask why. Would you do that? Or your
I don't.
and
I don't. I don't know who killed them. They were alive when we left.
wow, that's interesting.
We
Perhaps
did.
you.
We did hold her up for her jewels. Bills need to be paid.
I understand that.
It was
One.
not. I was not quite the. I was not in with the right people at the time.
Well, I'm glad you've definitely moved on from that. You seem much better place. I do have a question. My father, do you have any animosity towards him? Obviously, he took your daughter, but he killed you. At least he thought you killed you. Are you
Oh, he
going to hunt
did.
him? Oh, you're not going to hunt him down, I hope.
No, if I was going to, I would have done it by now.
Oh, thank you. Because after all, as much as it's an honor to meet you, he is still my father, and I will defend him with my life if I need to. But I don't get those kind of vibes. I usually have a good indication with people. I think you're an actual very good person. I'm glad I met you.
I am
And
glad I
I
met you
understand
as
things are
well.
common.
Would I also be able to? Oh, are you guys still talking?
you can shut that. Sorry. It's just between my mother and I, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
But
I just wanted to
okay.
ask her some stuff too.
Well,
When you have a
when I'm
moment.
done, I will allow you to, I suppose. You're
I
kind of like a
will.
tick that doesn't go away. Oh, forgive me, mother. I didn't mean to insult your piece of meat here, but it's all good.
You should be more. You should have. You should be more respectful to Leonides, not because of me, but because of his own abilities. He's a very skilled young man. You would do well to keep traveling with him.
Oh, that's a good answer, Paul. Shit. It's hard to stay in character with that one, huh, guys?
That's hard
Anyways,
to stay in character.
yeah.
You
She would
fucking
know.
took it there, not me.
Oh man, it's so much fun this session, right, guys? Anyways, so let's get back in character.
She would
Okay,
know.
I'll keep that in mind, mother. And one thing though is we perhaps could discuss more of your life after the events and how. By the way, that is true. How did you come back, mother? Being killed. You said, if I remember correctly, when I met you, 5 years. Uh, do you know how that? I mean, I don't. I'm not too familiar with this resurrection magic. So I'm assuming it was magic, correct?
Yes, it was very, very powerful resurrection magic.
Well, I'm glad that they did. And one last question, because I don't want to tie everything up. Is there any kind of settlement where I could perhaps meet other drows? And are they friend? Well, I'm assuming they're friendly with drows, but one with my unique upbringing, I just don't want to be, you know, seen as an outsider or hostilities. I've heard a lot of interesting things about how drows are very much protective, don't like outsiders.
That is a rumor. It is
Ah,
not true.
good
And
to know.
that there are much like any race of people, there are certain individual tribes that are more in the wild than the city that tend to keep to themselves. But if you want to meet open-minded people of any race, your best bet is to continue exploring the cities.
Oh, good. Perfect. I think that's all I have for you, Mother. Unless you have questions for me, we seem like we have a task at hand, and hopefully we'll get more opportunities to talk.
We certainly will, and I do have some clarification questions to ask at some point, but they can wait.
Okay, no problem. And thank you. Leonese, you are on the floor if you have questions.
I do have questions. One, when can we meet again?
Really,
Oh my god.
Leonese? Oh,
She just looks at you and chuckles. Well, I have a meeting. She looks at you and chuckles, and then Raina, give me a perception check with advantage.
Raina.
You know,
What?
Lena.
Oh, that was
perception
for
check
Leo.
with advantage.
Perception with advantage, yeah.
Let's see what she comes up with. And by the way, we're waiting for that, Paul. I love your style, man. I hope the day when I'm ready to start DMing, I hope I get to do the interesting conversations because some of the answers you do are pretty
Alright.
pretty cool.
23.
23. So when Leonides as proposes that, the rest of you, I'm not even going to have you roll because I want this to be a one person or nobody thing. The rest of you just hear her respond of, "We'll get to that. I have another date I must attend to." Raina, you immediately pick up that she side eyes you when she says that.
Oh, yes, me too. I just remembered.
So I'm going to head back to town with the noble and take you and work on this Ventar problem. You guys have your meeting this evening at the Silver Tongue. I will be expecting my date to meet me at about 30 minutes after sundown at what's the other tavern name that I used the other day? At the Windy Wolf on the docks.
Raina starts taking notes.
It's interesting what this Raina stuff is going on. I wonder.
Until then, folks, you guys go about your day, and we will see you. We will fill you all in when we have new information, probably tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
And she takes off, goes on it,
Melphis, I
flying off the map.
hate to tell you, but I think your mother has a thing for rogues.
Yeah, it's quite.
I don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
And Raina, interesting that you seem quite receptive. Again, it's amazing what the big city brings compared to the living with my clansmen.
Have you seen your mother?
I've seen her as a mother.
She's pretty spicy.
Oh, she's interesting. Kind of wondering if all drow women are like this, but I would assume not.
You mean like yourself?
Well, I wasn't raised by drow, so I'm a little bit different in this regards.
Oh, this is true.
I think with this whole conversation going, I think Zen would probably facepalm and start walking back to town. He'd be
Yeah.
so just disappointed in everyone here.
And I think we should follow Zen. Let's get to town and have the meeting. Besides, I wanted to try some of those Elfian ales I hear that they're so famous for.
So you guys hear the familiar whoosh of magic from behind this ruin right here.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's the laser
Familiar
pointer I
as
was
in-
thinking about.
Familiar as in friendly, or familiar as in I need to stab someone who's hiding?
Familiar as in you've heard that kind of sound before.
Oh, so either or.
Leave it low.
And then someone steps out from behind it.
Where's Robo
Uh-oh.
going?
Robo's taking off. Damn, smart gnome. Later, suckers. Oh shoot, who's that? Isn't that
Hey, it's
That's-
Balin.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Except
have his. I don't
Yes,
have a
the
token
younger
for his.
image.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't have a token for his older image because we're flying by the seat of our pants after my internet crashed.
Wait, that's the guy who cheated at me in the drinking game, isn't it?
I don't think he cheated. Pretty sure you lost. You couldn't handle it.
True.
No,
Oh,
hold
be-
on.
Hello,
Be careful,
everyone.
Robo. We don't know what could be in these ruins.
Balin.
Zen, pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to see you and your companions again. Why is it? Why is that druid over there darting around half a mile away like an idiot?
That's a good question.
Oh,
Maybe
Curiosity
that.
killed the druid.
I think they're exploring.
Ah, well, be careful over there. That's the ricketiest of the corners.
Oh, dangerous.
I want to have a quick talk with you about our little drinking game.
What about it? You want to
So,
have another one?
I wouldn't. Unfortunately, I have a job coming up that I'll have to stay a little sober for, but I just want to say, you think you can get away with that? I'm not. I'm just
Get
gonna
away with
say,
what?
I know what you did.
Oh,
I
Do
would
you?
not. I do.
I
would
would have
not.
figured you wouldn't. I would have figured you wouldn't know much after you pansied out and passed out and 2 drinks in.
What do you mean two? We were only one drink in.
Oh, you didn't even make it to 2. I'm sorry. I was busy chugging my 5th.
Leonie's not much of
So-
a drinker after all, huh?
I believe everyone could agree that the drinking game rule is 1 shot per round, right? Especially with the stronger stuff.
I poured you 1 shot.
That was not 1 shot, and you know it. That had to be at least 2, maybe 3.
I mean, you're
I
talking
would
to
not.
an elf. I live 3 times. I live about 10 times as long as you. Time and measurements and that sort of thing are relative to me.
You're talking to someone who's grown up around alcohol their entire life. I know what will and will not instantly put me under.
And yet you drink it anyways.
Yeah.
So, uh, on that note, what is your current HP?
Oh shit.
Oh
You're
God.
Mine.
Friggin' Leonese,
never
man. Can't
good.
you?
24 out of 24.
Cool. So
That's
Leonese
funny.
drops and falls asleep.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
I
he
know.
used sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably
Uh,
needed a rest, to be honest.
Wow.
He sounded like he needed a nap. He was
Yeah.
he was kind of getting a little bit babyish.
Forgive us for our
Yeah.
comrade here.
It's
He
fine.
he needs to
I've
learn.
I've I've raised children before. I understand.
Oh, I can't wait. I wish he was awake to hear that remark. Thank you. Oh, by the way, Robo, what were you looking around for, if we don't mind asking? You seem to be looking for something or searching, maybe, or what was the reasons for that?
Just curious.
Okay. Interesting.
Balin, I'm sure you've come here for only important reasons, but before you get into that, as he probably pulls out a stack of like notes, I found these. They're hers. Hand them over to him.
Oh, can we see him?
Hmm,
Balin's right in front of us.
Oh,
interesting. Very interesting.
They don't mean much to me, but I mean, hope it's for good reasons.
I know someone that can help me decipher these. Some of them are general magical notes that I'm quite proficient in, but some of them are more technology based, which is not my forte, but I have a friend whose it is. I will see to it that they confirm or deny the validity of these things. Have you had any run ins with any of the technology that you see in the drawings here? And yes, you have. You saved someone's life with one of them.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yes, it was. Yeah. We even tested to see if it worked. And oh, it works.
Well, fantastic. I'll see if I can get him to replicate the effects. Until then, yes, I have come here for another reason.
what is that reason?
Jurgen needed me to come because he can't. One thing he can't do, while he's a formidable friend, He is not able to magically travel without my assistance. And he
Oh,
is currently. So he asked me to come and ask of you if you all could meet with him tomorrow morning.
sure.
He, I get the sense he's heard about your escapades last night.
Yeah, that was certainly an event. At least everyone made it out
Yeah.
alive.
Yes,
Yep.
we all did
Uh,
make out alive.
yes. I waited for the others to leave because we have a differing opinion on who's behind this.
Oh,
I have read your notes. You know Aventar.
I do very well. We
what do
traveled
you?
together for several years.
He's been labeled as a traitor, which comes as shock for Zen. Do you agree with this?
I have not known him as a traitor for the very little I know of him.
Let me put it this way: he's the only he's the only man I've ever known who, through sheer force of will and loyalty, managed to break one of the most powerful mind control magics I've ever seen.
Interesting.
He is no traitor.
I do hope we get to meet him and perhaps talk.
Well, who do you think would have done this?
There is a traitor in the Crimson Wolves, but I can't prove it.
Do you have a name? Or an idea, at least?
Yes, both.
Would you care to
Is it?
share?
If I were to take a wild guess, it's the Green Dragonborn.
Galdas?
Yes. There seems to be
Yes.
some kind of issue with family, and families can be kind of complicated, as we all have learned with this group.
Uh, he was voted in to take over, as Ventar was too new to just accept the traditional family passing like you would in many organizations. Uh, and that's fine. I'm not questioning the validity of someone other than Ventar getting the position. That's logistics. I do ponder how a extremely fit, extremely healthy, late middle aged, still had at least 20 years left of natural life, hardy as he was, Dragonborn, suddenly died
Oh,
of natural causes.
So, greedy sabotage is what you're assuming.
That is exactly what I was expecting.
perhaps we can
And
help
any
solve
proof?
this.
Unfortunately, no, he's covered his tracks very well over the years.
I would trust your idea over the idea of Ventar being a traitor.
Raina, man, before we part, I do have to go, but Raina, can I borrow you for a moment?
That sounds good. See, Reina was hoping it was going to be Jurgen.
And he leads you off briefly to the side. We don't need to move it on the map. And he just goes, I don't have proof myself of any of what I've just said, but I think I know who does.
Sister?
Yes, you should seek her out. I think she's ready to talk finally.
Now that we're on okay terms, that could be a good idea.
I can feel a sense coming off of her of grief, possibly sadness, regret. I'm not quite sure how to describe it, but I get a strong sense from her that she may have gotten herself into something years ago that she didn't fully understand. Unfortunately, she's not one of
Does
the
sound
ones I
like
was.
her.
Fortunately, her and I, while we certainly do not have any ill will, have not kept in touch. I did know her at that time years ago. But we've not kept in as close a touch as I did with Ventar, so I don't want to. And knowing her current associates, I don't want to press the issue because some of them don't like me very much.
Yes, digging can be dangerous.
But they're expecting you to be in touch with her now that you have all reconnected, so I figure you can ask privately and get away with it.
So she
If
knows
you,
more.
I think she knows more than she's letting on.
Mhm. She must be really in deep then.
Yes, we all found ourselves in quite deep. Caldas did a phenomenal job of covering his tracks, having underlings volunteer to be slaughtered to keep his secret, either through intimidation or loyalty. I'm not sure which, maybe both.
Oh, that's quite a loyalty.
But he has slipped up recently, and I have found some information, but it is circumstantial. I need more proof.
All right, I'm on it.
I appreciate it. I ask you this separately because obviously the less ears that know what you're going to ask her about, the safer it is for you.
That's true.
I
But I don't
will
really
do
know
my
these
best.
people very well yet.
I can tell you if he has any semblance of me or his mother in him, Zen can be trusted.
Seemed like
The others,
a pretty balanced person so far.
the others I don't know as well. That being said, while he does irritate the living hell out of me, that that sleeping fella seems like he'd be pretty formidable if you need him.
Oh, I thought you were going to mention Melphis.
Oh, Melphis, yes. I think I've watched Melphis from a distance for some time through a mutual friend, and I'm starting to wonder if Melphis is forgetting what kind of druid school they went to, or druid circle they joined. They haven't seemed to use their abilities much.
Oh,
think-
spicy.
Thing is,
The
sleep
DM
ball.
casually just poking at Melphis to use his ability more.
Yep.
Oh man. Well, I've been a bear once. There's
Nice.
that, and healed.
Thinking of
Yeah,
sorry.
That being said,
I need to use my skills too.
Oh, I bet your
Yeah.
character skills.
That's right,
no,
my rogue skill.
I'm mostly just being funny. It's been very story heavy the last couple of weeks. Provided my internet doesn't be an asshole next week, I will over the next few days have made some more physical stuff for you guys to do.
Ah, cool. I don't mind the story.
Besides what
I like-
Leo's doing. Oh,
Who's Leo?
Lee needs
besides what Leo's
Oh,
doing with your wife, your mom.
My wife.
Is so
also
Oh, yeah.
show up early for your meeting with Jurgen tomorrow, but don't let him know you did so.
She could be my future wife.
There's some information that I know he's struggling with that I think he may need you guys
I
to
wouldn't
help
mind
him.
seeing him again.
You're going to see him tomorrow morning.
Oh, score.
Hey, Paul.
But show up early. Show up to the meeting spot early, and stay out of sight. I have a feeling he's going to have a prior meeting that you're going to want to hear.
Oh, I like using my sneaky skills.
And with that, he does something that very few people in your life have know to do with you, and you can tell that it proves that he is in fact a previous friend of
me?
your sister's. Because he does not lick you, but he scratches in exactly the right spot under your chin.
I like this guy too.
Wow.
It's a very specific spot that your family seems to have as like a thing. It's like a trait
Almost.
that seems to be passed down from all of you. And as soon as he does that and he's mentioned that he knows your sister, you're like, yep, that checks.
I don't want to know how he knows that.
Yeah.
I don't want to know how he found that out.
He
Yeah.
knows her very well.
Seems like he likes to pet the kitty.
Doesn't everyone?
Now is that a player statement or is that a character statement?
Oh, that's a. Well, actually, it was an out of character thing, but I could. I guess it makes fun to be in character. We'll put it in character then.
How many hit points do you have?
Oh, damn it. Let's keep it out of character then. I got 18, but yeah, it was
Oh
originally.
yeah,
meant to be
you're
out of
you're
character.
asleep.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess we're dragging half our party home.
Yep.
They'll wake.
Paul,
They'll wake up in about. They'll wake up in about an hour.
That was so much
Jesus.
fun.
Yes, Leonides.
how am I sleeping? Like, how's my state of sleep going right now?
There's a big rock under your back.
Oh no.
Let's just say, if you're asking for why I think you are, let's just say your hour-long nap is gonna actually only last about 30 minutes.
All right.
And I'm assuming you know what I mean, and I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I know, what I know, you know.
Do they know that we
and
know
yeah,
that you know that we know?
Who knows?
So yeah, with that, he says bye to everyone and teleports away. About 30 minutes later, Leonides wakes up in a cold sweat, and shortly after, Melphis wakes up as well.
Lucinda nightmares? Both of you?
Not about her, but some.
Shocked. Figured she was the kind who would induce that kind of thing.
Oh, actually, no, sorry, Melphis. You did not go to sleep. You were just paralyzed.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what did he do to you?
Oh, it's because he's an elf. Like,
I was gonna say that he
Oh.
put them both to sleep. That I remembered that elves can't be put to sleep with magic.
Mhm.
So
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you're right. I am
Yeah.
immune to.
So he used hold person on you instead.
Yeah, I can't be. Yeah, so I can't be charmed or anything like that. All right. So, when does this spell ever end?
So yours actually wears off after a minute.
Oh,
This
okay.
whole person
Back
doesn't
to normal.
last as long.
So he didn't
but
like
yeah.
what you said?
He didn't like the joke, I guess.
So aggressive.
Either didn't like it or he was telling you to mind your own business.
Yeah.
okay.
True. Good point.
Anyways,
He's like, I'm tired of your shit.
You guys okay?
Leonides, you have a very rough half-hour nap, and wake up in a sweat.
You guys
And
okay?
it is not particularly hot in the desert today.
Yeah.
How was your nap, Leonese?
It was something. Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're just waiting
Yeah,
for
we're fine.
you to wake up.
All right. I'd probably. I'm assuming. Where are we right now? Still in the desert.
Last time I
Yeah,
checked.
you haven't moved.
Yeah. Leonies would probably now get up and just look around. Like,
Why are you sweating so
paranoid.
bad? It's not that hot today.
I mean, that guy was pretty easy on the eyes.
I had a. I don't want to talk about. It's a weirder. It's a bad dream. I don't want to say too much.
Bad dreams.
Nightmares?
Leonides, as you look around,
Robo.
Oh no.
roll me a con save.
Well,
Oh, con save. All right.
Mhm. No, sorry, wisdom save.
All right. Let me clear the convent and do wisdom. 5.
oh,
Oh, 5 is a great roll. Wow.
yeah, so great.
For your vision goes blurry,
Uh-oh.
and when you blink to try to fix it, all of your party members are laying dead on the ground in front of you.
Oh shit.
What the?
Well then.
The rest of you see Leonides. The rest of you see Leonides drop to the ground in the fetal position and mumbling to himself.
Oh.
Is he okay?
Can I just walk up to him, grab him by the shirt, and just backhand him?
And
I'm just
Shadow.
not dealing with this. I'm just
Wow,
get the
that's
hell
something-
get your
that's
mind
something
straight.
then. I would have anticipated that Procedur's character being a cleric, a life cleric, would have gone in to see what was going
I
on.
was about to.
No,
Yeah,
this is my way of
hey.
healing him. I'll get him the hell to wake up.
He has
Leaning.
self-preservation.
Leonides, your vision returns to you, and you feel a red, burning handprint on the side of your face from having been backhanded.
Did
You
just
okay?
slap-
Hey, wake up. Get up. Get your head straight.
I get up and now and again look around, making sure everything is happening.
We've
Yeah.
got Robo checking you out too.
I imagine from reading over the notes that I had, I still wouldn't have any idea what he's going through.
No, this doesn't appear to be magical at all.
Mm.
I think it's
Oh.
a side effect from him getting resurrected, right?
Well, that's what I was. That's why I had the notes from the freaking one
Yeah.
place.
He hasn't been the same.
So yeah, you made a copy of those notes, correct?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. So yeah, when you flip through those notes, you do remember having read them over a couple of times before you went to sleep the last couple nights. You do recall reading something in one of the sections about there possibly being side effects of being artificially resurrected rather than magically.
Is there any way of like a cure or a fix?
Psychiatrist.
A
It seems that they did
psychiatrist.
not. It seems they did not finish the research on that before they had to stop.
Huh.
I don't even
that's
think there's psychiatrists in D&D.
Oh, though there definitely is. I'm sure
Is
you can
there?
find someone somewhere. Oh
If
yeah.
there
There's
if there
gotta be,
isn't
like,
if there isn't then some clerics are leaving some fucking money on the table because
Right?
adventuring is a fucking trauma filled
Yeah.
existence.
True. Yeah.
Now that I'm up, I
And
probably
Proceeding can just go leave and set like a shop.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'll be his business.
Done and done.
And, you can leave that map for those of you that are able to stream tonight. Fucking computer. You can leave that map up for now, just
Alright.
because I don't have another map prepped for your other meeting spots. That's more description stuff. Because while I had lots of time to do written prep for tonight's adventure, I wasn't at my computer for 2 weeks, so I couldn't make a map.
Well, use your
Uh,
imagination.
Yeah.
Imagination.
So at sundown, you go to the meeting spot that was laid out for you by the noble, and you see a gentleman in robes waiting there for you. If I could fucking type, this would be easier.
Sorry, where are we meeting him again? Where is this?
A tavern.
Yes, you're meeting. Well, no, you guys are meeting him at the Silver Tongue where you guys often hang out.
Are we meeting Jurgen
checking-
here as well then?
Oh yeah.
So
We wanna
there's-
be
there's
ahead
two
of
meetings
time.
both here. Do I have to like swap between tables?
Yes.
You're meeting who? What are you talking about? Meeting people here?
Aren't we meeting the new contact, and we're also meeting Jurgen here?
No, you're meeting Jurgen tomorrow morning somewhere else.
Oh, this is the same day. Oh yeah, I'm done.
Oh yes, I have another meeting after sundown, so that's good.
Let me just check something quick.
Oh, okay.
I have to keep my agenda straight.
Mina's
Yeah,
just
you
gonna
do.
go to a shop to buy catnip.
Oh, sure, yes. That.
Yeah,
Don't worry about where
definitely.
your mother is, Melvis.
Oh no, that was out of character, by the way. I'm figuring that Mina's
I mean, your
Kitty's a
character is
bad,
around,
bad
so.
girl.
Oh yeah, Mina is a bit upset right now.
Oh yeah, you heard?
I held her,
She's
yeah.
upset.
Oh yes,
That poor
Do you see
cat.
it?
I
she
am
loves it.
so surprised that Mina doesn't get bitten. The cat
Or
doesn't bite
scratched.
Mina because I
So
can tell the cat doesn't like to be held.
Yeah,
you meet
she's like falling
Xanjar.
asleep though.
You meet Xanjar, and he looks like that.
Okay, let's look.
Mm,
Oh,
I
okay.
like him.
He says, "Thank you for meeting me.
No issue.
There's a specific location that I've heard rumors exists, but it is far too dangerous for one person to go investigate. So I need a group of people who are willing to be paid an exorbitant amount of money for an extremely dangerous job."
That sounds a lot like us.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
We're
So-
up for it.
If you're looking for someone expendable, I'm sure we fit that.
No, Zen. If anyone's
Oh, I'm
expendable,
sorry, most of us, not me.
I'm a young elf. I want to live and learn. Are these places we're
Fair.
going to be? Is this place we're going to visit? Does it have any relics? That's what I came to the city to find relics
if
and
it
books.
if the place actually exists, yes.
Ah, yes, yes.
Oh.
Music to my young ears.
I mean, I know the physical location exists, but I don't know if what I'm expecting to find is there or not.
We'll
He's
help
very
you
well
out.
dressed.
So, for your troubles, it is if what I'm hoping to find there it does exist, it could potentially turn quite dangerous, and of course, traveling on the road can be dangerous anyway. So, I figure a fair payment would be 1,000 gold apiece.
Wow.
Oh, it does seem
How
like a
dangerous
proper
are we
amount.
talking?
Yeah,
As in-
yeah. How dangerous? You're giving quite a
Well,
bit.
what should we be expecting?
Well, possibly anything from bandits to dragons.
No, a
Dragons.
dragon.
Giant
Okay, bandits. We can definitely handle, but a dragon. I've heard stories about how they literally wipe out whole villages and towns.
I mean, the good news is if the play there's at least there's a 50-50 chance that what I'm looking for there doesn't even exist, which would make it a lot safer. However, if it does exist, there's a 50-50 chance the dragon's still sleeping.
What exactly are you looking for?
To find out if the dragon in question exists.
Ah, I see.
Got it.
And
Hey, you know
the
what we
loot
could-
there is there stuff of value there, and are we permitted to take such valuable items?
Most of it, yes.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Most of
minute. Then I've heard that if you steal a dragon's hoard of loot, that might wake them up. Is that a good idea?
I'm not much for stealing, but
I am.
I
Oh.
know people I need to ask for.
All right. Of
Yes,
course-
most of it is up for grabs. The only thing that I request is leave the actual location intact. Anything naturally occurring, leave it there and report back to me.
Well,
I'm
Robo
studying.
and
I'm trying to find out if the dragon is real, so that I can study it.
Oh, interesting.
Now,
I can
this is a
allow
very
that.
nice pursuit, but now this dragon, if it's awake and it turns out to not like people, how are you gonna study it?
Well, we could send you in and see what happens.
Oh, haha.
Well,
Oh, nice.
I know how long the journey to the location is supposed to take to get there and back. If you're not back in that amount of time, I'll assume that it doesn't like people and is awake.
Oh, that's
Very
a good
fair
one.
point.
How long is it going to take us to get there and come back, you think?
About 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Ooh.
Long
Alright.
You're
travel.
going,
Fine.
up to the,
Okay.
you're going
We'll
to the
probably need-
mountains. And You're going to the mountains to the northeast.
Yes, yes. Besides the chances of riches, but to let you know, Robo and I will protect any natural. Our group here will respect nature to its purest form. Is that right, guys?
I
You're
can
right. Yeah.
attempt to do so, but I can't promise anything as the lives of me and my party members come first.
I don't worry about you, Zen. I'm more worried about other rogues in this group.
Trust
One
me.
could barely stand up straight
Trust
for a
me.
minute.
Trust me. If any of you touch the parts I'm worried about, you will definitely not make it back alive.
I respect
okay.
that.
Oh, that's
Fair
fair.
point.
So northeast mountains.
When do you expect us to leave?
As soon as you've completed the other meetings that I've been told you have.
Oh, you're
Okay,
informed of those.
Yes, we could leave
I know
tomorrow.
details. I'm not one to, pry, but they did let me know you couldn't leave right away.
That's well,
Yeah.
and by then, assuming nothing goes catastrophic, I can't speak. Assuming nothing goes horribly wrong. Hopefully by
Yeah.
tomorrow, but I don't know what to expect, honestly.
It's fine. The people I know who else you are. I know I'm friends with the same people you are. I'll know when you left.
Perfect then.
A dragon. Wow. There are
Yeah, it'll
forces
be
of
about
nature.
be about a week to get there and a week to get back.
I can't wait. There could be a vast amount of knowledge we could learn on this trip.
There's a
Is
lot
this-
of gold.
This place,
here.
something of myth and legend, right?
Yes, well, more specifically, the residents are, but
I see.
Oh, who are the residents?
Dragon.
ancient dragons.
Well,
Sounds like it's going to be a very, very interesting adventure. Let's hope a
I have
fruitful.
reason to believe that they might actually be older than our calendar and may have been created before any of us.
That's why you want to study them.
interesting.
Yes. I have encountered several dragons in my travels on my own, but they've all been quite young ones by comparison.
Oh, and obviously they went well because you're still standing in front of us. I wonder what it would be like to meet a dragon.
Hopefully
It
you'll find out.
Depends entirely on what kind of dragon you meet.
Could be a powerful friend.
Really?
What is your fascination with dragons? I'm curious.
I am very curious about why they hoard the way they do, even though they don't typically. Most of them actually, spend it because they're dragons. They don't walk into town. I'm just generally curious about their habits, and the older they get, the more set in their ways they become.
Now you said this was in the mountains, right?
Yes,
Are we gonna need some special gear or something? I heard the mountains get pretty cold around these times, and also dangerous.
I would strongly suggest that you get the climbing gear.
Okay.
We should be able to afford it.
Can
Yeah.
we're being paid 1,000.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're being paid 1,000 up front.
Oh.
I was just going to ask that perfectly. Perfect.
That's the
Gonna
down
ask-
payment.
I was just about to ask that for preparations in such a dangerous endeavor, but that works.
Thank you, good sir.
Very
I want
kind.
you well prepared for this. I would prefer if you came back in one piece.
Is he
I
missing?
intend to.
You have no worry in us just fleeing with the money?
No.
Excuse me.
Just assuming
Some
that.
of us would never do such things.
I'm not specifically mentioning anyone, just a general statement.
Never.
To be perfectly frank, 6,000 gold is
Oh,
pittance to me.
Interesting.
interesting.
Now, Paul, is
I'll
this
take what I can get.
all right? So it's so it's thousands in gold, right?
It's
One
1,000
piece.
gold each.
Add that to your character sheet.
Alrighty.
We're rich.
Well, in
Woo!
that case, assuming you have nothing else for us, I'm sure we can go prepare and for that endeavor
next
and our other
meeting, too.
meetings. Yes.
Yes, please do.
Thank you then.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
it was a pleasure meeting you. I can tell you're a man of great knowledge, and I
Well-
admire that.
Likewise, it is a pleasure, and I look forward to hearing of your report.
Yes.
Well,
Well then.
And with that, I'm assuming the
Yes, Robo. Yes, Robo. You can actually use a spell. What do you want to use?
he's deafened.
Oh, he is.
He
Yeah,
will
he
be right
definitely
back.
is. I can already think all the alcohol Leonidas wants to buy.
Oh my god, no.
Oh wow.
See, I would assume the spell Robo-Casino would be something like, I don't know, like charm person, but it'd be funny if they just cast like burning hands out of nowhere.
I actually thinking of which
I
got
don't
that
think we
picture.
have
look at
burning hands on
Oh, druids out. Yeah.
Yeah, I got heat
Druids
metal, baby.
probably
That's gonna
can.
be good.
Yeah.
No,
scary
but burning
light.
hands is a wizard thing, so.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can cast Bark Skin.
Are you okay, Robo? You seem paranoid.
Yeah, Robo. What? You seem quite a little concerning. Do you sense some defilement of nature in the area? I don't.
Or are you just practicing?
I think the defilement of nature that they might be sensing is named Leonides.
Oh, ha, ha, ha.
Oof.
Yes, that is the defilement. Unsure what to say. Well, you can say whatever you want, Robo. It's your character.
What's up?
Yeah, it's the whole point of roleplay. You just say what you want.
Yeah.
Speak your mind.
Barkskin
Or-
looks cool.
Just threaten everyone, like Leonides.
Yeah, that works.
That works to honestly anything.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Is it a
but
fashion statement?
Well, I'd like to ask, thus everyone who's currently here, do we have any more meetings today? I believe.
Not that I'm aware of. We have a
I
meeting
don't think so.
tomorrow.
I still.
I think today is the day to prepare. Get your stuff sorted, as I'm sure we all have plenty of things to spend our money on, and we know a shop and a shopkeeper.
Yep.
Oh, that's true. We
Ooh.
could perhaps
Yep.
get some good supplies.
No, I've been
For a
wanting
good
to
price.
challenge that shopkeeper at a little bit of the game. I believe I have my playing card set on me still.
Ah, maybe you could sit and get a bottle of healing because you're gonna need it.
We all might
What are you
need
trying to imply?
Well, no disrespect, Leonese. Besides your interesting character that you are, you have died once and almost died again. And just say those just seems you don't have really good luck.
Yeah, who needs luck when you got skill?
Well, or the lack of.
Excuse me?
Well, Leonese of the group, as I said, you seem to be the one with the most challenges.
The most
No,
beat downs.
Well, at least he doesn't avoid challenges, kitty.
Oh, that is a good point. But I look pretty. I feel pretty healthy, so I'm good.
Well, as they say, live. What is it? Live another day. I
Live
don't
to,
know.
live to die another day.
Yeah, the humans vocabulary eludes me.
Well, I suppose we should maybe head to the store. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
after
I
we're
like
done
that idea.
preparing, we could treat ourselves to a few drinks. Maybe.
Yes,
I'm sure we can
I
make
like
the
that
night
idea.
interesting. We seem to have it off. Assuming that we don't get tempted to be murdered again.
Well, it's gonna take
Let's hope not.
Town's a few miles away. What was that, cleric?
I said let's hope we don't get murdered. Oh, try to get murdered.
Yeah. Oh, we best get going before it gets too late because the town's still a couple miles away.
All you need if you wish for the night, you can sleep in my room. Just
Is
for
there a
safety.
fast way to get back to town?
Well, I heard cats like to
Um,
drop. I'm just kidding, Nina. You can run.
you can get back within about. Well, but you're already back in town now.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
You're in the
Yeah,
tavern.
we're,
aren't
we're
you?
the Silver
in the
Tongue.
tavern.
Yeah.
Scratch that from the record about being miles away. Okay, let's go back
Okay,
to
well,
To the
yeah,
shop.
let's you guys do that. Have fun.
Oh, you have
Oh.
business to attend to other than this.
It's, yes, cat business.
cat
see.
business.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Are you leaving us? After
I'll
all
be
this
back.
stuff, I don't think it's a good idea.
I won't be
Are you
far.
sure you'll be okay?
I say you
I'm
should
not
trust
sure.
your team more, Malthus.
Well, I
We're
do
gonna be
trust
stuck
some
here
of you.
together for at least another 2-3 weeks. Figure a
Yeah.
bond of trust should at least be built.
Oh, it's not that. It's just I don't want to see any of us get hurt. And we've had quite an adventure so far, most leading to a lot of blood. And so I just
If I
hope
get hurt, I'll like it.
Oh,
Nothing.
okay.
That's
Well,
an interesting interest.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of weird. But I hear you're
you're-
not quite the same as my clansmen. You guys are a little bit more of the shadier type of felines. But
Sound a little
each
bit
their
like
own.
sound a little bit like Lucinda almost, how she was this morning.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Well,
Uh,
if you feel like you can go on your own without our help, then we're going to be at the tavern where you can find us.
Okay, I think I'll be safe.
well, team, I say. Oh, sorry. While the cat runs off, I believe we should get prepared for the next day and I don't know, share some drinks.
All right.
I agree.
Yes,
So, yeah,
let's go.
Raina scampers off in the opposite direction.
And I'm assuming we're going to the little tiny Minotaur thingamadinger's
I forget
shop.
his name. Ah, crap! It's the one name I didn't write down.
Hey, quick question though: in D&D, do they call the feline races cats and kitties as like kind of like a poke at them, or nah? Like in the official stuff I'm talking about.
I have no idea. I haven't read every piece of lore there is.
Ah, okay.
Worst case scenario, Leonides is accidentally being very racist. Best case scenario, he's just being teasing while only slightly being racist to Tabaxi.
Raina knows what he meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. So the rest of you arrive at Yuck Yuck Sorel Accord and are able to do some shopping.
I like the. He said his,
Oh,
his name was Yuck Yuck, right?
Yeah, yuck.
I like to walk
Mhm.
up to front desk and one, pull out prepare a pack of cards the playing deck I had, and two, I'd like to ask him, you have climbing. Do you have any mountain gear? Something good for climbing?
Well, yeah, of course I do.
Yeah. Where do you keep at? I really only see weapons and such around. Is it like on a shelf somewhere I'm not seeing?
Yeah, it's over there in the tool section.
Oh, okay. No, I'll be looking at that in a moment. In the meantime, you were playing a board game last time we saw you. I draw a pack of cards. Would you like to play a bit more of a game of chance?
Sure.
All right. I'd. All right. Would you like to, Pat? Would you like to do the? All right. Well, actually, I don't even know which card games are you familiar with, because I want to make sure it's an even playing field. I have a question that also leads me to ask, like, out of character, what are there like specific card games in D&D?
Well, I mean, you can basically play whatever you want.
All right.
What do you want to play?
I was thinking something along the lines of like a kind of blackjack kind of thing, poker, whatever you want to call it.
All right. Roll me a. How do we do this fast? Roll me Let's roll me a d20 to start.
Just roll d20.
I'll roll them and tell you what they are.
All right.
Because obviously there's not 20 variations of a card, so I have ways around it. Your first card is the card that is face down is a 9.
There's a. Well,
And your face up card is a 7.
Would I be able to? All right, so that's the cards we got in the first draw.
That's the cards you got. He has something face down that you don't know what it is, and his face up card is a king.
He's a Minotaur halfling.
I'd like to trade out the 7. I believe that's. I'm also loosely remembering the rules of blackjack.
You can't
You
trade
hit
it
or
out. But
stay?
you can either keep your current total, or you can hit and get a third card.
Hit.
All right. And what were your other 2 cards?
My 2 cards were the 9 and the 7, correct?
So 16. So you on your third card you hit a 21.
Nice.
Amazing.
A luck.
Uh,
Where all his luck went to this one
Yep,
card game.
he flips over a 5 as his second card and also hits a 21.
F.
This game doesn't seem too difficult.
Yeah. No, it's very simple. The goal is to. Now it's been a while since I played it, but it was in my memory. You get up to 21, but if you let it pass it, if your cards get past it, you lose, I believe.
Ah, gotcha.
So you want to get the highest number, but not past 21. So in this instance, we tied.
Sounds good to me.
Right. And this is also one of those card games typically people would like bet money on, but well, that's up. I'll leave that up to you.
I don't know. 5,000 gold.
Dang.
Bluff.
1,000?
Okay, I'm just gonna say this out of character. If you want me to bluff that I have 5,000 gold, you better hope I get really high on like a sleight of hand roll.
Oh, what, you want to cheat?
You would need a
That's the
deception.
thing.
You'd need a deception check first for him to see if he even believes you have that much money.
Oh yeah, yeah. I wouldn't want to risk it like my entire life over, or no. What do I want to say? Would I be able to say? Nah, I think I'm just gonna tell him. I'm willing to bet as of right now. How's 120 sound? Let's start off small so that we don't go crazy here.
Sounds good to me.
120 gold. Alright, so we both bet 120 then, and I'm not gonna roll for sleight of hand. I'd assume I just want to roll again for the cards I get.
Well, you're not rolling it. I am, but
Oh yeah.
so I actually just figured out a better way to do this.
If you had like a D13, that'd be perfect. Cause
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do because over in ye old server that I help run, you can type in any dice number that you want into the dice pod.
Convenient.
Yep.
So
We did that on D&D Beyond as well when I was using that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the closest thing on D&D Beyond that I'm seeing is the D12.
So you're face down. Yeah, that's good. That's default. It's
I had to do it. I had to do it in chat. There.
Yeah. Your first card is face down is a 4. And your face-up card is a jack.
4 and jack, that would be 11 plus 4, 15. Hmm.
He has a face card, or a down card you can't see. Face down is what I'm trying to say, words. His face-up card is also a jack.
Hit.
Alright. You bust. You get a queen.
Ooh.
Ah.
And he flips over his other card, a queen. He had a 20.
Hmm. Would I be allowed to run a... Now, I don't think he'd be the kind of person to cheat, but Lee needs is kind of the envious person. Would I be able to run a perception check to see if he's been dealing the cards nicely?
Yeah?
Alright. Alright, 12.
Seems like you dealt him straight up.
Okay, so I'm just unlucky. Alright. Alright. So I guess that means I'd have to remove the 120 gold from my inventory then, because he won the bet.
He slides it back to you.
You won. Why are you sliding it back?
Because you're going to spend it here anyway.
Fair point. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna have to start looking for that.
I need room on the shelves for new merchandise more than I need the money.
Yeah, that says a lot about how successful you are as a business person then. Alright. Well, first of all, I must thank you for your generosity in that front. And now, if you excuse me, I feel like I'd love to play a bit more cards with you later, but I need to find that climbing gear.
Yeah, climbing gear's over there, and the more unique stuff that's in your price range is in that corner over there.
Alright. I'd walk over to the tools section, also keeping an eye out for any warmer clothing, because I don't believe leather armor is very warm.
Zen would probably walk up then. I'm assuming there's a line at this point because I'm sure everyone wants to talk to Yuck Yuck. But so I can say, excuse me, Yuck Yuck. I was curious. What would be in my price range?
You hold on 1 second. I'll show you.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I just remember, I still have those moon touch swords.
So currently, I'm just getting all the info for you. Give me a second.
I might as well take this moment to search if climbing gear and such is part of a D&D Beyond.
So currently,
Oh yeah, climber's kit.
I was thinking it was
currently these items are available. There are one of each. The common ones you can potentially get more than one of.
Oh my God. Oh, there's gonna be. Oh Jesus, I'm gonna. God, we're gonna have to be here for days. Jesus. So many things I want to buy and so many things I need to look at.
Yep.
It was roll 20 that I was thinking of. You can roll dice there.
Oh, there's some good armor too, right? Balloon back.
1d13.
What
Yeah,
would-
1d13 works
there's-
there.
What's in is an arm blade? Because you also have prosthetic limb put up there. Is arm blade like just a blade that replaces your arm or something, or is it
Iron
literally-
blade you would not be able to use.
Yeah. All right.
That's for Warforged.
And this is all the stuff you have for all of us, right? Any of us could potentially buy.
Yes.
What's
the
the veteran's cane?
For more information, take the name of the item, Google search it, and chances are with 5e Wiki will tell you.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of these items, so
What's
that's what
the-
I'm doing currently.
Yeah, what's a Inquisitive's goggles?
Look them up and find out.
Oh,
I just used a generator to make the list. I didn't pick these.
All right, so the Veteran's Cane is a wondrous item common. When you grasp the walking cane and use its bonus action to speak a common word, it transforms into
It's a
ordinary-
cane that turns into a sword.
into a sword.
It's like a hidden object, basically. Hidden sword.
Oh, okay, well, all right.
Not anything for you. Probably be for me, but I have a magical sword that never leaves my side. I don't need to hide it.
Let's see. Orb of Direction. Interesting.
I was looking at that one too.
Inquisitive goggles.
yeah. It turns out I need a like prerequisite something.
Bag of Bounty sounds
Yeah.
nice.
It doesn't sound like I have a mark of finding, so I don't think. This is mostly insight. Well,
Wands?
well,
Wand
actually, it
of
has some useful
Secrets.
stuff like perception check to identify the aura of the last living creature to touch an object or such like that. You can see. He also discerns the gender and race of the creature. You can see by 20 or more known or familiar
Oh.
creature.
I will say
Um,
also,
don't-
you can easily acquire any basic, just +1 magical weapon of your choice.
Well, would I be able to?
For 700 gold.
Well, would I be able to see?
Amulet
How,
of the Devout sounds like something Preceded could use.
Huh? Wait, what?
you're a cleric.
Yeah, you're a cleric.
No, I wasn't listening to what you were saying.
Look,
Which
Amulet
one?
of the Devout.
look at the items. You definitely could probably use that. Let's see. Your D&D.
Now, how much would 5 sets of climbing gear
Amulet
cost?
of the Devout.
Because that's what I'm seeing, or climber's kit is what I'm finding in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, how much does it say it costs?
Oh, it says it costs
Oh,
25
it gives
GP.
+1 to your spell DC. Oh, okay.
There'll be 25 gold for each of you.
All right, that's not that bad.
That might be something Preceded will like.
I'm assuming I can just add them to my inventory and deduct the gold cost.
Yes, the common items, anything common like
Common.
that, I don't need to specifically know.
Right.
Unless what I should say is if it's common and non-magical, which climbing gear is obviously not.
Climber's kit is now my backpack for now, and
I wonder if
I
we
will
all need it.
deduct 25 gold.
Those.
We are. It sounds like from the description, it sounds like it's only enough equipment for one person.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, hopefully someone's getting a spare for me.
What?
I guess I'll
Bro.
help.
Should have left us
You're
25
be-
gold GP.
You're being looked after.
No,
I don't even see
I
it.
like that way of putting it.
Now,
All right, so we all need to get.
climbing gear, and also, does Yap Yap or Yak Yak have any?
Yep.
I don't know. Sorry. Does he have any heavy clothing? As we're going into the mountains, we're gonna need warm clothing.
Yes. Any basic equipment you can find in the equipment section, he would have to.
All right, so climber's kit. Let me add that. How much is that? 25 gold, you said?
Yes.
I'll buy that too then. All right. I'll add it to
Okay.
backpack. Take 25 gold.
Pardon me.
There we go. Done. All right.
Wonder where I'd add like a.
Some things might not necessarily be on free beyond either, even if they're pretty basic stuff, because they might have been added in a later book.
Yeah, I'm not finding like a I don't know, like a winter coat or something. Should I just add like a custom item that says that, or
Hold on 1 second. I have it on at least one character. I can tell you where to find it.
Oh, I want the bag of bounty.
What
He's
does it
got
do?
food.
I will say, even if you're not currently present, you have an option to potentially get these items. It's not like they're going anywhere. He's giving you first dibs on them.
I like food.
I'm pretty sure you need the I forgot. What was it? The spell to use it, don't you?
man, I'm carrying 103 pounds on me. I'm still unencumbered.
Yeah.
Orb of direction. I wonder what that does.
Mm,
30 pounds of food. That's a lot.
Do you yeah, if you don't have access to it, you can also just make a clothing cold weather.
What? Ah, it's called
Item.
close cold weather according to the wiki. Let me see if I can find it.
Thinking
Yeah, I think
actually,
I ended up having. I think I had to make mine, but maybe I didn't.
Ah, shoot. Cold weather clothes are on the free version, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you can just make a custom item and use the description you found online to copy it.
Yep. And it costs 10 gold pieces. I'll just take that out of my thing and add the custom clothes cold weather.
What's up, Kevin Bacon?
That's it.
Bacon.
That kind of generic functional stuff like that is exactly what custom items and beyond are best used for.
8 pounds.
Well, as a druid, I think Robo and I could become bears and wolves. We don't have to worry about the cold.
I
Well,
mean,
you can turn into stuff like bears and stuff like that. You're a moon druid. You can turn into more stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing. I saw the list. They could literally become snakes.
Hmm.
Constructing snakes too, which is one of the best forms I hear. But I don't think I get the access to that
Just
quite yet.
to be clear, uh, because of the lack of written mechanic to specify, technically, turning into a bear doesn't mean that you wouldn't at all be affected by the cold in the mountains. It just means you'd likely have advantage on saving throws.
Still
And
helps
by the
out.
way, thinking of which, can druids do that? Where shapeshift and just travel in that form if they choose to?
like,
Yes, it
yeah.
should tell you in your abilities section of your sheet how long you can
Oh,
be
okay. Let me
transformed
check.
for.
Uh-oh.
Typically it's an hour to start, but it goes up, so I don't know how long it is right now.
Oopsie. Turns out 8-pound winter clothes are apparently over my carrying capacity. Does Yak Yak accept items
Yuck,
to buy?
yuck.
Yuck
Yuck,
yuck.
yuck.
Gosh. Get it
Oh, no.
right. Jeez.
Look, I only played one card game with him. It doesn't.
Wow.
Whatever.
Doesn't deserve to
Yeah.
even be called the right name.
No, but
Oh my
seriously,
god.
does he accept? Will he buy items off us, or does he have too much stuff?
Yes, he will buy items from you as they are used. He will buy them from you at half value.
Oh yeah, it is an hour. Or if you become unconscious or something like that. Or
Crap, I'm gonna have to actually sell a little bit. But it turns out my carrying capacity is 105 pounds. So time to start choosing.
I mean, I can kill
Yeah,
something for you.
you could just take a mule with you.
a mule.
Those are cool.
we got a feline. Aren't they classified as a mule? I'm just kidding.
Oh
I
no.
couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. Good little kitty, kitty, kitty.
Curious. But how much did he say the what was it? Scale armor. But how much was that priced?
I didn't say anything about scale armor, but if there's some kind
Well,
of armor
you
on
said it
there,
last session because I asked about it. I don't remember what you said though. Not last session, the session before. It was one of the sessions I asked about it.
A while ago.
just like non-magical scale armor.
Yeah.
That would be.
There's
I think it's scale
mithril.
armor.
There's mithril armor for sale.
Yeah, but that's not actually like armor.
What is it?
It just makes it so I don't have disadvantage on my stealth. Because heavy armor, I naturally have disadvantage.
I mean, mithril armor. Mithril armor can technically be whatever kind of armor I want to say it is, but because that one there just says mithril, it doesn't specify. But I can tell you what kinds are available. I will,
yeah,
however, tell you. That price of 700 is in addition to whatever the normal cost of the armor would be.
So could I buy it in any type, pretty much then? Any type
If you can, as long as you can afford the regular type that you want.
Gotcha. So how much is plate? Just curious.
Plate before it's magicalized is 1,500. So
And I'm assuming magicalized is like
2,200.
yeah, that'd be. I'd be
Basically,
curious how
anytime-
bartering I could get yuck.
A pretty penny.
You could certainly try.
I think I would.
Maybe an IOU.
Can I do that right now? Are you? Can I now?
Go ahead.
All right. Zen would walk up and just be he'd squint his eyes really hard, and as he opens his eyes, they'd switch to that hazel. So Zen wanted me to ask. So there's the shiny armor. She kind of like twitch her head to the side. Mithril, mithril plate armor. That's the one. He said he wanted that, but it's a little pricey. And as she says that, she gets this giant chest, not giant, but normally sized chest set, just slams it on the counter. It says, "How about a rematch?"
Interesting.
For 1,300 gold.
Oh,
1,300.
1,300 gold. If I win, I can have the armor, mithril and all. If I win. If not, I'll buy other wares.
Found the issue. Leaney's does not have ignore coin weight enabled.
yeah, that's
Roll
why.
me a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Okay. I don't think I'm very great at persuasion. We'll try it though.
But Zen, that's interesting. You seem to have. You don't have what they call a gambling addiction?
I wouldn't say Zen does. 15.
Put your chest away.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. She would do
I'm looking for one of these. And he hands you a sketch of something. And yeah, you can disable coin weight. I don't count that.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'll loan you the armor for now for your journey. You can make it if you can find it. I heard that's supposed to be among the things that you can find where you're going. You find that and bring it back for me. We'll call it even permanently.
with no money or nothing like that.
Well, I mean, it's for now. I'm gonna let you borrow it for the time you're away. If you make it back alive, you either need to pay me 2,200 gold, or bring me that item.
I can certainly do that. I can absolutely do that. That is yes, wonderful. Well, not for me, but for Zen. I don't really do that stuff. I'm not really the slashy. I'm more of the thinker. I like reading. I have this book here. I probably shouldn't talk about that. Anyways, yeah, no, that works perfect. That's wonderful.
What item now? You're not going to be getting us in trouble, I hope.
Yeah, what is the item? I'm curious. Obviously.
Nice.
So, the item he is looking for
Actually, this might be important. I'll stay for a second.
seems to be a weapon. And it looks like this.
Ooh, fancy sword.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious. What actually is that? Does it have a name?
Are you asking me or Yuck Yuck?
No, yuck.
Yeah, I mean it's not like one of a kind, but it's quite rare.
Does it have a name?
I've heard some people have named their own versions of it individually, but it does have sort of a practical name that people have just sort of given it to identify it from other swords.
What would that be?
Call them Holy Avenger.
Holy Avenger.
She would very much be have her book out and writing this down. I'm imagining this is like the picture she can just take.
It's a fascinating. Well, there's several different variants of basically any sword you can if it has that appearance, that sort of basic look to it. You'll know it from. It'll still look like that, but you might find it as a great sword or a short sword, but it'll still sort of look like that. They all kind of have the same basic look, just different sizes. And yeah, I have an old friend who's a paladin. Only paladins seem to be able to wield that particular sort of max effectiveness. Uh, and he's been trying to hunt one down for a while, but he hasn't had any luck. But I've heard among the rumored things that might be where where I've heard you're going, you might be able to find one there.
And a quick question, Paul. The items we're not supposed to take, is this one of them? That
No.
that it is?
No.
Okay, good. Just want to check.
Old Stabby.
Well, as
perfect.
long as we do not want to wake a sleeping dragon, I don't think that's a good idea.
Plus, he's
Unless we
friendly.
dragons are friendly and interrupting their sleep, that usually doesn't go too well.
They're not morning people.
I don't know about that. It's
in
more
that
of the fact
case-
that you stole their items. They don't like that.
Oh, well, that's true.
I would love to, obtain this armor, but I'd also love to buy a couple things. 2 things to be exact. Just a magical, and she twitch her head to the side again as if she's like listening to someone. Magical longsword and this weird ruby thingy. Ruby of the War Mage. That's the one. That's what you call it at least.
And you wanted just your basic advanced longsword.
A more magically attuned one.
Yeah, I'm assuming with your current budget, you're looking for your basic magical enhancement.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be those you could. If you got the money now, I can do that for those two for. So I can do those two for 750.
That would be great. Wonderful. Just
I think a
ruffle-
longsword might cost more than 10 gold, but I don't care.
Yeah, well, I'll take it. Give him the money, take my stuff, and Talia would take the time and control of the body and kind of go browse everything.
Alright. Well, I believe I got what I want. I don't need any fancy artifacts. I suppose I'll wait around. Don't forget to buy some good clothes for the mountains and also some climbing gear, because I am not covering for you, and I am
Yes,
not going
everybody make sure you buy your climbing gear and cold weather clothes if you're going to.
Oh, I thought you were buying it for all of us. Okay,
Yeah,
how much is
no.
that then?
25
much?
for the climbing gear and 10 for the cold weather clothes.
Okay, yeah.
All right,
I'll
hold
do that as
on.
well. How much?
What
Wait,
is- what's
Paul.
it
What
called?
was the first one again? It was 700 and something.
750.
750 plus the 35. Got it.
Cold weather. What's it called? Proceeded that we have to look for?
You probably won't find it if you're using the free version. You'll just have to make a custom item.
All right.
It's just cold weather clothes. You can get the description online if you really care, but it's just that as long as you have it entered as it's in your list, so I know you have it.
All right. So I'm gonna call it. Whoops. What the hell did it go? Let's call it cold weather here. Quantity 1, add item.
So, you can all buy anything you want from those lists. Please type in the chat what you bought, because there's only one of each thing in them. The exception is it doesn't show it there, but you can also buy any +1 magical weapon for 700 gold plus the cost of this weapon. We'll just say, 700 plus the approximate cost of the weapon. Raina, you are not exempt from these. You can also buy them. You'll have access to them before you leave.
Quick thing. What if all these things are good for druids? Maybe the folk.
Depends entirely on how you want to use them. Like mithril armor would be useless to you because you don't wear metal armor typically. Although I've scrapped that rule, you can if you want to. But if you're sticking to the traditional druid style, you typically wouldn't wear metal armor.
All right, yeah, I definitely want to stick to the traditional. And Trident of the Fish Command. I wonder what that does.
Oh yeah, I need that.
Raina, you can absolutely buy both of those items.
She's in here, though.
She's allowed to buy them.
Oh.
She'll have access to them before she leaves.
Oh. Oh, I thought she
I'm
already.
not doing a fucking shopping episode. She can buy them.
We're going shopping.
Yeah, we've just got so much money. My
Money,
goodness.
but I'm gonna burn it in an instant at the bar.
You know, you
Let's just
devout might be good for
if you really want a more story driven explanation. Lucinda borrowed Raina's money bag and sent an aide to buy for her.
All right.
Looking out for me.
She wants your full attention.
Ah, this is true. Smart. She knows what she's about.
So yes, you can absolutely buy a Trident of Fish Command and Wand of Secrets for 1,000 gold.
Excellent.
Since
Yeah, I
you
was
are buying two magically enchanted items at the same time, he will forgo the 5 gold cost of the Trident.
Did what? Cost?
Normally Trident of Fish Command. Yeah, never mind. That's only I was that wouldn't apply here. It's 1,000 gold.
Okay. Perfect.
I was thinking of different things where when you get magical basic weapons and armor, or like mithril armor or something like that, whatever price it shows there, I also make you pay like the normal price for the armor on top of it. But the Trident of Fish Command is not just a basic +1 or +2. It's a specific item, so the price is the price.
It's like a trinket.
Yeah.
The focus item though would be probably good for the druid, but I'm not much of a spellcaster though. I mean, I do have my healing, which will give.
I would absolutely say right now that the magically focused druid should be buying that.
Robo, that is for
And
you.
that being said, it's also only a common tier magic item, so I'm fine if you each want to get one.
All right. I mean, well, it will help my healing, right?
If that's what it says it does.
Yeah. Robo, you should buy it, buddy.
Which one are we talking about?
Uh,
The first item in the common tier, the Shavron Birch Focus.
The Birch
Focus.
Focus. You should buy that, Mr. Robo. Is he still here? He might have fallen asleep.
Let's hope not.
I just heard him talk. Oh no, sorry, that was never mind. That was preceded. That wasn't Robo. Just getting them confused.
I think he is asleep.
Well, that's all right. We're almost done. So you guys can buy whatever from that list, and we'll go over it later. So in the morning, I call it this, but I'm sure, but based on Raina's personality, I don't think it literally applies. But for the metaphor of getting the point across, Raina does the walk of shame in the morning and shows up.
Nice.
And you all have one more meeting before you can leave, and you were told to get there early.
That's right. I better
One of you
take a
was told to get
energy-
there early.
some kind of energy drink. The equivalent of energy drink here, I guess.
Yeah, you're good. You can have some coffee.
Some good old coffee.
Bean juice.
Bean juice.
Bean juice.
So, because we're getting close to the end of the time, you guys get there without any issue. And Raina, you kind of give the hand motion of like, stop here. And you see that Jurgen is in fact already conversing with someone else. They are speaking a language that I don't think any of you speak.
Which language?
Can we tell what it is?
Well, it depends. What languages do you all speak? I will go around the table and ask one at a time so that you don't talk over each other. Leonides.
Oh, I speak Common, Elvish, and Thieves' Cant.
Amaya.
Celestial, Draconic, Elvis, and Nomis.
Okay. Melphis.
Obviously, common and then my clans.
Leonin.
Yeah, Leonin.
Raina.
Right. I also have Sylvan.
Right. And Robo is asleep. So, as far as we can tell. Zen.
Common, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
Yeah, none of you speak. I was correct. None of you speak this. And they seem to be Jurgen's. It seems like Jurgen's being talked down to by this person to some degree. Like probably like a lot of finger point gestures, finger pointing, and some to Jurgen's chest, some to the other guy, the other male figure's head, as if like think. Eventually, they part ways. Jurgen remains because he's waiting for you. And he sits down and pulls out a cigarette and lights it, starts smoking, and seems a little stressed out.
Wait, cigarettes exist?
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
So you're telling me there's
I
cigarettes in
mean-
D&D?
Yeah, why wouldn't
Yeah,
I
there's
mean, there's
tobacco.
just plants that you smoke.
Fair point.
Well, some
Time to
plants
give.
more than others, right?
All you're doing is just feeding Leonidas more addictions.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Good, then he'll be broke all the time.
Yeah, nice.
Perfect.
Oh, I forgot. I do know Gnomish and Halfling. I chose those, but I don't think I would have known that language anyways.
No. That being said, I would argue being a full blown. If you were paladin, I would have said probably not. But as a full blown cleric, well, no, even paladin probably would have. But as a cleric, you vaguely recognize what you think the language was.
So Amaya would, right?
Yeah, Amaya, you're pretty sure he was being dressed down in Infernal.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
infernal.
The Devil's Tongue, also spoken by tieflings.
Scary language.
Yeah.
Spooky.
I mean, there's plenty of reasons why somebody would know the language besides being intermingled with devils in some way, but it is considered the language. It is the primary language of devils,
Got it.
not to be confused with demons. Their primary language is abyssal.
very devilish.
Yes, and never ever call a devil a demon or vice versa unless you want to instantly get in a massive brawl.
I mean, we'll probably be killing them anyway, right?
But anyway, the person walks away, and Jurgen sits down and starts having a smoke and is waiting for you.
What time would it be for Olan?
Noonish.
I'd approach first and say, that seemed to be a bit heated. What happened?
You see him look up at you, and you see a flash of anger when you ask about it, as if to say, "How the fuck do you know about that?" And then he just sort of lets out a sigh and starts puffing a cigarette.
Leo's not very tactical.
You should not. You should not have heard that conversation.
Sorry, we were just coming in and not really heard it, more so realized it was happening.
Yes, it was very abrupt.
Right. Well, to answer your question, I was being reminded of something I need to deal with. I have a decision I have to make.
Any of our concern?
Not directly. It's not gonna bring any harm to you, no matter which way it goes. But it does partially involve you to an
Is it
extent.
I would care to
something
know. Then.
something we could help you with, maybe?
Option two.
I'm fine with telling you what it is, but no, you can't help me with it. It's a personal thing.
Okay.
I'm been reminded by my pack leader that I either need to decide if I'm staying to continue helping you as our friendship begins to blossom, or I need to go return to my pack.
Interesting.
Hmm.
And what's your decision going to be?
Well, my eventual plan is to kill that bastard and take my family back, but that's a different problem. For the moment, I'm probably going to have to return to my clan and make it look like I'm being subservient.
Respectful
We
decision.
definitely
Yeah.
appreciate your company.
What is your family in danger, or
Less danger and more stolen from me.
If you need assistance, you've helped us plenty, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We owe you a great gratitude.
Yes.
Yep.
You owe me nothing. You owe me nothing, but I appreciate the sentiment. That said, if you tried to fight this guy, even with my help, you would probably die.
Figured. Might
I
as
was
well
about
offer
to
either
say
way.
I probably owe you the most out of all, but
Yeah, matter of
Also,
fact, if it wasn't for
also
him,
there's also a strong chance that you would end up with a curse you don't want.
Oh.
Another one.
I can't think of a curse I would want.
Yeah.
Lucinda.
I
But
mean,
that is on me to sort out. It has been wonderful working with you all. Before I part ways, though, I did ask you here for a reason.
Yeah. And what was that?
You should know that I don't have all the details, so you'll have to try and fill some of it in. But
Uh-oh.
one among I can't talk. One among you, and not and by you, includes your recent extended editions, shall we say? One among you and your recent company is not who they say they are.
Caldus.
okay.
I mean,
I
do we
wasn't
count
finished.
Keldas?
Your mom.
I
Well,
wasn't.
that's
Sorry,
fine.
I
I
wouldn't
had
be
to say that.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, though.
It
just
is
had to say
not.
your mom.
It is not the one you think it is.
Oh.
Do you care to tell us who, or are you not even sure of that?
I have an idea, but I don't want to send you down the wrong path. I'm not sure enough.
I still care to
I
be informed of everyone's ideas. Cautious.
I am confident in saying that Caldas is probably a scumbag, but that's not who I was referring to.
Interesting.
There could
And
be
you
multiple.
won't tell us who?
I will not put someone in the line of fire until I am sure they deserve it.
Well, if you get some more information, I know you're off, but I'm sure Balin can contact us.
To be fair,
I will make sure if I find anything, yes, he did, it gets back to you.
Well, I
I
need to track down
care
my
to know my
sister
friends.
again. If you can help.
Yes, your sister will be with the noble and Lucinda.
Okay, that's convenient.
They don't go. I have known them for about 2 or 3 years now, and they never go anywhere without all. I mean, walking around the city, they might split up and go to different shops, but they're all findable for each other.
They're very tight.
Yes.
Seems my mother has a thing for felines. Interesting.
I knew it.
wait, what?
You got competition, Rogue.
She knows things.
Mm,
A lot of things.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things your mother likes.
Oh.
Leany's
Good
into it.
judgment might be one of them.
You should ask. You should ask your father one day.
My father? You know my father? Oh, wait. Which father? I'm getting confused, actually. I forgot that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you did. You told me you had the fuck.
Oh, wait. Scratch that.
Oh,
You're
he
talking
meant
about
in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's talking
About the
when-
birds.
Yeah,
the
because I
bees.
thought for a second, because I remember when we met my mother and asked, "Do I have a father? Who is he?" And he's, "Oh, I don't know." I thought maybe this guy knew my biological father, but he's talking about my
Yeah.
true father that raised me. Okay.
Is your father? Gasp.
And
Plot
then
twist.
this is
Gas.
I know, right? This would be my correct answer. I will then. I plan on visiting him soon after how I met my deceased mother.
At least I assume he knows. I assume whether he'll tell you the truth or not, I know he knows it.
I do need to talk to my father sooner than later. There's a lot of interesting conversations we're gonna have. I kind of wonder.
Did he-
Apparently.
Did he not speak to you about the birds and the bees?
I don't think this There's a conversation about birds and bees, though.
Do you even know what you mean? Drow, do
No,
you
I
even know what
think
she
it
means by
would.
that?
I think it would probably be depending on your definition of the birds and the bees. It would be more like the birds and the birds, or the bees and the bees.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Good combos.
I have reason to suspect that you don't know the whole story of what happened with your either of your mothers.
Well, I'm starting to wonder myself. She did make a comment about doesn't want to make me think lesser of my father. Then, oh shit! This has been an interesting visit to the city. And
Anyway,
now
Oh,
I
that's
have more
right.
questions than anything.
anyway, I have to get going, but do me a favor.
Oh
Don't get
shit.
killed in the don't get killed in those fucking mountains.
We'll
Plan
try.
on it.
That's encouraging.
I hadn't planned on it. Well, that's true. If my mother is still breathing, I have to track her down. There's no telling what trouble she's getting into and causing.
Or who she's been with.
Well, thank you.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Seems you all
You're
have
welcome.
your
Oh,
motives.
one
into
other thing.
Mm.
Amaya.
Hmm.
Actually, hold that thought. DM the player's question because I've lost track. What level are you guys?
3.
Sure,
Three.
she's
Three.
Okay. Amaya,
Yes.
hold on to this. We'll save it until you know you're strong enough to reverse its effects. Use it on someone who needs it.
Probably
He
Liam.
hands you a vial. It looks like it's the consistency of blood.
Ooh.
Vampire.
And with that, he turns into a full four-legged bear and darts off.
He's a bear.
How about
I mean,
something?
you knew he was a bear, but
Oh yeah.
He's a nice bear.
Well,
most bears are.
Hmm.
Like-
So, as you're left to your own devices, Amaya, I will tell you what that is. It's a vial of his blood.
Vial of his
and
blood.
Oh, kinky.
Essentially, if someone drinks it, they'll become a werebear. He's
Oh.
he's telling you if they don't want to stay as one, don't use it until you're strong enough to remove a curse.
So you can remove that.
Of course, all curses can be
Okay.
removed one way or another.
In theory, to reverse this particular curse, the way he's expecting it to be removed, you have, I think, like 24 hours to do it after it's used.
I'm sure Balin can remove it.
Oh.
Maybe.
So there's a time limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's
Yeah.
around.
I mean, there are magics, healing, restorative magics in the world strong enough to overcome the timer, but these characters may never actually in this campaign get that high, and if they do, it won't be for a long time.
Oh,
That being
foreshadowing.
said,
We're gonna die.
as you guys make it back from your meetings, and Jurgen has left for the time being, you get your full night's rest. Obviously, you didn't use really much spells or anything, but take a long rest if you need one on your sheet for any spells you used or anything. And you wake up the next morning, and it is going to be time. We're going to start next week's session with you guys leaving for the mountains.
Nice.
Nice.
Wouldn't we also want to quickly just? Do we have food? I feel like we have ration boxes and such, right?
I think we do. Here, let me check.
I believe my character has
sure,
a
fine.
ration box.
Also,
Yeah.
do we level up?
1 days of rations.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
I got
Let's
rats.
go.
Ooh, level up.
Let's go. Manage. Let's go to level 4.
Manage characters and levels. Level.
I'm just gonna, for
4.
simplicity, just say food's been supplied
Ooh.
for you.
Ability score
What is the
improvement.
ability score improvement? What is that? Choose an option. Let me look.
Oh,
I
like
can
your
You can
either
stats.
choose
improve one of your
Yeah.
stats, or you can take a
It
feat.
means
I'm
it
gonna take
means
a.
you can either put one stat up by 2 points, which would if it's a 16 would put it to an 18 for a new bonus, or you can split it into 2 single points.
No.
But if you do that, they have to go in 2 different places, or you can take a feat.
Okay, well, the feat I have is only firearm specialist, which is useless.
I have that in grab
You can Google others and then add them in manually if you really wanna. Like that's what I'm gonna do. I'm
All right,
probably
I'm
gonna
gonna
pick
do that later.
Warcaster. I think Warcaster or Sentinel. I'll take Warcaster.
Yeah, the reason you have firearm specialists is because that's a Matt Mercer DM thing, which he built into D&D Beyond as like basically famous person homebrew. So that's always available because it's on there for free. As it, like he doesn't charge him nor Beyond charge money for the class. That's why.
Is it what about score improvement? Is that worth it or nah?
It's up to
It
you, really.
increases. It will increase your. Well, it depends on what score you put it into. First of all,
Interesting.
if you put it into strength, it will increase your strength attacks. Not in your animal form though, because you take their strength. If you increase your dexterity when you're not in animal form, it would increase your armor class. It would also increase your initiative and any of your dexterity skills. Your constitution would increase your hit points. Although if you're looking for at level, if you're at an ASI level and you want a way to increase your hit points, I would start with tough before I worried about building your con.
I'm gonna think about. I'll look up some feats and see. I will definitely think of it because I wouldn't mind getting more because my wisdom is at 16. Going up to 18 would be maybe even better. Or tell I'll think about it. I'll look up I'll look up and see what I want to add. See what's good for druids.
Yeah, it's that's what I was doing for a while,
Also
just
keep in
comparing.
mind.
What I want to
feats.
dump my
Also
extra
keep in mind
ability score improvements to.
as a moon druid, sometimes things are different for you.
Oh, so maybe I give them more
Because like for example, like anything you do to strength, dexterity, or constitution does not carry over to your animal forms. They take you use whatever strength, constitution, and dex they have on their stat block.
Oh, okay. So probably maybe I'll look at it, see what feats are good and all that jazz.
Now, I will say, when you're transformed as a druid, when you're wild shaped as a druid, unlike polymorph, which is a spell where it does the same thing, but with polymorph spell you take on the creature's full statistics. When you wild shape as a druid, you retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So it can still be good to bump those because you can help with saving throws.
All right. Yeah, I'll think about it. I'm probably gonna up my wisdom. Wisdom would be good. Yeah, I'll think
I'll
about
probably
it.
do dex.
Yeah, if you're a rogue, upping your dexterity is never a bad idea.
Yes.
Since you use it for a lot of skills, you use it for your attacks typically, because rogues generally tend to use finesse weapons.
Yes, sir.
And I've got my super cool psychic blades. Phew.
They tend to miss a lot, right, Mina? Just kidding.
Missile?
Actually, has Mina's character actually hit anything yet? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
Probably.
wait, no, that
The
was my
first
character.
episode, Mina shot something with an arrow, and then
Oh yeah,
the
that's
next
right.
encounter
yeah.
with shadow creature, she stabbed one.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
She
that's right.
did.
I do
Let's say you guys
like the
haven't
stab.
fought. You haven't fought a lot yet. That's next week.
Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah, no, I
no.
was expecting a fight. My character he's decked
Yeah,
out.
I
He's
was
happy.
I was expecting a fight
Got a
too.
happy AC and a happy weapon.
Well, there's gonna be at least 2 encounters that can be fights next week. One will pretty much guaranteed be a fight.
Uh-oh.
The second one depends entirely on how you handle situations.
Oh, well. Yeah, well.
Diplomacy or
Well, the rogues love to kill stuff. So that's why, if it comes to
if
that,
we
we'll just.
deserve it.
I'm
Well,
more so into the
Okay.
steely part. I like
Yeah,
the
that's
idea
what
that
I'm afraid
dragon's
of.
gold.
The sleeping dragon is still not 100% sleeping. It has
I feel
divine.
like, the closer we get to the dragon, I feel like you'll probably meet my other altar.
Oh, no.
He's a thief as well. He's great.
Oh,
I mean, everyone's gonna steal things.
Oh
That's
God.
probably why we got leveled up. I have a feeling next week's going to be a really interesting episode.
Yeah.
Rogue party.
I'm thinking.
Definitely.
Wonder if I should put my ability scores into strength maybe, because that is the really low. But also I'm
Yeah,
planning
that's
to
really
get
low for
dexterity.
you.
Yeah, you might want
No,
to.
don't put it in strength. He'll get
What's
shadow
your-
creatures attack you, and he'll die again.
Yeah, it's fine. What's your dex right now?
Let me check.
Come on, guys.
New character sheet. Right now it's
Mm.
17.
Still
If
pretty-
you put one into strength and one into dex, then you would round them both up.
All right. So
Yeah.
I'd get a 9 in
So you-
strength and a 20
No,
in.
you get an 8 in
eight.
strength because you have a 7.
Sorry.
But going up to 8 would drop your negative from 2 to -2 to -1
Hmm.
for skill checks and stuff.
A little bit helps.
And
Yeah.
then I'd put the other one dex.
Yeah, I don't know of
And
any
with the other
feats I
one
need.
dex, that'll round you up to 18, which will give you a higher attack bonus and skill checks.
All right, I'm gonna take the average for hit points.
Now I got a
Never
minus
take the
1 in strength
average.
and a
I
plus
rolled.
4 in dex.
It's great. All right, my character's
Was-
happy.
I think we could roll or average if the roll isn't good. So
Yeah, no, you
average
can
or-
roll,
yeah,
and
whatever's
if you don't like
higher.
the roll, you can just take the average.
Yeah. Perfect.
Damien's ready to kill some shit.
Yeah.
Got
Oh, yeah,
really
plus
good
2 from
armor
con-
really early, so he's happy.
Perfect. Oh, that's right. I can show my phone screen with this app. It's called Let's View.
Also, I'd love to see where the new sort of reward for doing jobs for the noble is going to lead us, like with how we're going to get more stuff added to the house. Did I do something wrong? Should I have 31 hit points by now? At level 4?
30
What's
what?
your constitution?
My constitution's a
Oh,
15.
shit.
So that's plus
Hi.
2. So that's 8
Mhm.
extra. So that's 8 by itself.
Should you have how many?
And you started with 8, so that'd be 16.
I'm gonna have 35.
And then 3 levels. It sounds like, if you took the average every level, then yes, that would be 31 should be correct.
Yeah, alright. Just making sure.
Because the
kinda feels-
average is 5, so.
Druidcraft. She was playing D&D too.
Awesome episode, guys. I just ended the stream I hosted.
Yeah.
Try to get, and I got to follow up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to meet new peeps. Expand.
Yeah, your the
should
next
be harder.
couple of episodes are going to be very
Actiony.
adventure heavy.
On a cool. Now,
Zen's
like,
prepared.
I love stories, so I don't mind story-driven.
But you're about due for a proper
Yeah, I like
adventure.
Yeah. A lot of story recently, which is lovely.
Mhm.
Story's great and all, but it's about time the fighter got to fight.
Yeah,
Exactly. I know. And I've an AC of 20, 52 HP. Like I'm and a magic.
Well, you
sword.
have
I'm
an
so ready.
AC of 20?
I know. It's great. It's
He temporarily has mithril plate armor.
until I get him the sword, then I have it permanently. It's nothing's gonna go wrong.
One-
Everything's gonna go great.
One, make that 22. I can make it +2 for a while with Shield of Faith.
That's lovely. And I have shield as I can cast as a reaction and increase mine by 5.
Oh my
Proficiency.
god.
Good. Nice. I've
You're
got
just gonna be
4d6
untouchable.
psionic energy.
Meanwhile, the DM's over here like, that's great. 27 AC with a shield up. Shield spell is great and all, but there are ways to damage you that are not based on your AC.
Yeah,
Fail.
like magic.
Yeah, 15 AC without a armor, or 15 AC without like a shield or anything's cool and all, but unfortunately for you, I can dodge until I can't.
Until you can't.
Yeah, I have to add that limitation, or else Paul's gonna take it out on me next episode. Or else it sounds like I'm
I
being
mean,
too
you can you can dodge as much as you want.
Yeah.
It just means I roll a disadvantage, but it also means that you still have a 15 AC, which is not terribly high.
I might want to invest in some better armor, because apparently the lever only gives me 1 extra.
Yeah.
We were just at a shop and you just had a lot of money, so.
Well, I didn't feel like buying armor this time because I didn't think we'd need it. We're not really doing anything really. Well,
It gives
We're
you one
going
plus.
to fight a dragon. What do you think we need armor for?
Well, I just have light armor currently.
I mean, for a
maybe
rogue,
we
that's
should-
pretty much
Yeah,
all you
currently
Leather
I
armor
only have
gives you
level.
leather armor gives you 11 plus your dexterity. If you're a
Yeah.
rogue, you want to stick with studded leather as your best bet.
yeah.
Yeah. Rogues really don't need to increase their armor. They probably don't want to because disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, you said it's the armor class of the armor plus dexterity, right? Oh, it means plus the, like the +4 thing, right? I was about to
Yes.
say. Alright, I almost misinterpreted that.
That'd
No,
be
you
Yes,
don't
so-
have 29 armor.
11,
Yeah. Yeah. Yep,
11
15's
armor
correct.
bonus plus 5 for my dex. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some pretty. But yeah, my initiative
good.
dex is now pretty good. Because I'm pretty sure it's the same.
We're all saying this, but we're gonna be like bleeding out on the floor next episode.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'll tell you right now, in the next 2 episodes, depending how fast I decide to push it, but for sure within 2 episodes, you're gonna be at the top of that mountain, and if you wake up the dragon, you're all toast.
Yeah, that's
So you're
not
gonna
gonna
want to send in the rogues, right?
Oh
to
yeah,
kinda
definitely
see-
the rogues. Let them deal with it. We'll stand
Yeah,
back.
We'll be out here.
Oh,
Don't you worry.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
so it's
Oh, no, let me
45
make it
gold
clear.
for studded leather.
Let me make it clear. If that dragon wakes up, you're all toast.
That's fair. It's moot
Yeah.
at that point.
Question: do dragons have an innate sense whether it's their gold is being touched or something?
Oh yeah, they do.
They have a very high perception score.
Yeah, that is. I don't think they have like a mental connection to gold.
But they
I wouldn't be
know.
surprised.
But I mean, it's in
Sure, they got good
near
eyesight.
them.
All I'm saying is the term ancient dragon was used.
Ancient,
Yeah,
so
we
gold.
So
Can we
fuck
cr-
around
can
and
we,
find
like-
out.
Maybe we can just charisma the dragon. Just
I'm
talk.
gonna tell
Maybe.
you right now. I'm going to tell you right now that using the CR system, the lowest CR rating for an ancient dragon is 20.
Yeah, there's no
That's
way.
lovely.
We must be careful. And like again, we'll send the rogues in. They're eager to die. The rest of
I
us.
don't think there is a
skip.
I do have a
careful.
+8
It's
in
just
stealth.
live.
The highest CR, depending which John Dragon I decide you run into, is 24.
How big are
That's lovely.
dragons usually?
What kind of dragons?
How big are dragons usually?
Oh, they're huge.
Depends entirely on the type of dragon. An
Godzilla.
ancient dragon is considered gargantuan.
Got it. So I can't just cast silent in the middle of it, so it couldn't heal.
You can try.
Maybe by
No,
its
it
head?
needs to be. It needs to fully be in it for it to not be able to heal. So
Oh.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't work, but even if I allowed it, that doesn't stop it from seeing you and breathing a giant cone of death on you.
it's fail.
That's going. Okay.
Oh wait, we leveled up. I
Yeah,
get new spells.
Yeah, I don't have
Oh
a.
my goodness.
Since I don't have a Vade yet, I'd be in a pickle.
We all would be
Well,
in the
let's
pickle.
see. Let's
Yeah.
see what the. Let me look at these and see what the lowest damage of these would be.
I'm more
don't even
worried about the
think I would
Kraken.
Yo, Paul, do you have save states for your D&D?
Yeah, it's called Make New Characters.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we're playing a roguelite. A roguelite.
That's why I'm worried about the Kraken.
Wait, what crack? Oh,
What crack?
The good,
You know,
the
I
good news
have.
is that one. The good news is one of the dragon breaths that am considering using would only put you to sleep.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's
well, what's he gonna do while
good.
you're asleep?
And then it just
It'd be
feast on us.
Especially
It's a ni-
since some of us.
it's a 90-foot wide cone. Uh,
Reasonable.
Especially
and
since some
it
of us have.
no, you fall unconscious for 10 minutes and you have to pass the DC 21 con save.
Oh.
okay.
Hmm.
Actually, I haven't been.
Yeah, does that count as magical sleep? Oh. I'm guessing so.
It doesn't actually matter because that's not the dragon breath I'd be using.
Oh.
Oh,
Assuming-
Paul, real
Fine.
quick question. So I have my owl for Find Familiar. Can I just like I don't need to actively have that as like a prepared spell.
As long as the familiar isn't killed.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
You can leave it as a ritual. Now, it takes longer to cast as a ritual, and you still burn a spell slot when you do it. But
That's true. Yeah, I could just use it as a ritual, couldn't I? Oh yeah.
no, with Find Familiar, as long as the familiar has not been killed, it is still active.
Yeah, my owl will be fine.
Well, the
If I
most
get this
likely,
bonus.
the most likely dragon that I would actually have you be dealing with. Let's see. Probably that one. So you were asking Leonides about its senses.
Yeah.
The one, not guaranteed, but the most likely dragon that I would use. Let's see. The two most likely ones I would use. Both have about a plus 17 to perception.
17?
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot.
I'm
I
boned.
mean, I have a +8 to stealth.
So the highest
If
you can
only I
roll would
had
be a
passed without a
28.
trace.
And
So you can roll as
plus-
high as a 28, and then the lowest it can roll is a 17.
theoretically, I could.
If only I had passed without a trace.
This is when we find like, an alchemist and get potions of
Oh.
invisibility.
I forgot though.
Ooh.
Or a
That still
certain
doesn't
ring.
save
I
us.
forgot though.
Yeah.
It would be going by its passive perception because it's sleeping. Its passive perception is 26.
Oh,
My precious.
Okay.
Reasonable.
so I literally have to roll a 19 or a 20 to sneak by it.
No,
No.
there's going to be no sneaking.
Malphite, since you're a druid, you should get passed without a trace. That would help a lot.
By the
Get
way,
what?
you guys all
Pass
guys all
without a
want
trace.
Oh,
You can
let
be
me
the
look.
lone survivor.
It adds a plus 10 to stealth checks.
Really?
So
Is
that
this
will
cast on
be
others?
very useful, yeah.
Oh,
If you stay together,
like-
it works on multiple people.
Mama likey.
Maybe I will
So you
add
should
that.
get that. I would, but I can't get it.
Oh.
Let me just raise this concern. You all bought and added to your inventory the climbing gear and winter clothes,
Yeah.
right? Alright,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, my character's all set and ready to murder.
Well,
And survive.
yeah, right.
Oh yeah, no, I have no worries about that for you guys, maybe, but
Oh.
I will.
Well,
no,
with
I
us
will. I
knowing what
will.
we're going up against, this is good.
I'm curious. What is everyone's current hit point totals?
39.
31.
Yeah.
I have 31.
52.
So currently, one
52?
of you So currently, one of you would not instant die if you get dragon breath.
And
I'm
I
at
think I know
23.
who.
My
Yeah,
question
no,
is,
yeah, I'd assume
my
me.
question is that even if you do
You'd
do
be
the
making
sleepy,
death saves, but you wouldn't be dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I wouldn't instantly be dead, but I'd be like, about to die.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
coming. You're delaying the inevitable.
with no one there to heal you.
Yeah,
How
that's
much did you
good.
say is that? Is done?
I have 52.
52.
I have good
I have
news.
39.
The rogues might pass the saving throw.
39. Oh,
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm telling you, send the rogues in. Let us just sit it.
I usually like to keep stuff secret, but some of you are new and it's too much fun to toy with you. The dragon that I have decided on one of two dragons, and the one that's the most likely to take half damage from its breath is a successful DC 24 dexterity save.
I can't even make that if I tried.
ouch.
I'm not a man of dex. I can't do that.
See, was it 38 for Leo?
my max hit points for leanies, I believe, was 31.
31? Gotcha. And what did Melphis say?
For what?
HP.
23.
I think. Thank you. I'm keeping a little track on the side.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
We don't know Robos yet.
Yeah,
I
we don't know.
lied. I looked at it again. I lied. The most likely dragon that I would probably use is actually a DC 22 con save for their breath.
Wow.
Oh, I could
22
so
con.
do that. That's so up my alley. I love con. Wow,
I
I like that one.
could
and
do
its breath and its breath is noticeably weaker, so it would only outright kill, I think, 3 of you.
Oh,
I
boy.
could do
That's
that.
better.
Yeah, so much better.
Con makes me feel a lot more safe.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I might also just change my mind last minute.
Wish it was wisdom,
I'll be on the
but
floor.
I mean,
A wisdom save. That
I have
for
+6 in
breath, that'd be
wisdom.
interesting. Not very wisdomful.
Well, if
I
it was
like
like
con.
a madness type of thing,
I guess
Who
yeah.
knows?
That'd be just vomiting
Like,
madness. That'd be interesting.
like Elden Ring style.
Yes.
Madness.
Well, that
I've
reminds
got a
me.
fire spell that makes me
I was
madness.
looking at an app on my phone I downloaded, but that only has basic monsters in it. There's new book monsters I need to look up too.
Ew.
So much that can kill us. It's amazing.
Yay! It's just like a coat of many colors. Pokemon monsters. Gotta kill them all.
Yes.
Pokemon monsters.
Or I guess they gotta kill us all.
Are you talking about the Japanese
Pocket
name?
monsters. The pocket
Yeah.
monsters. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Japanese name.
They gotta kill us all.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be the end of this. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.